of real liberal people, and we're talking about people who will fight you if you say you like Donald Trump. Those people are fed up with what's going on in L.A. So the national issue has nothing to do with anything I'm talking about. I am not a Donald Trump fan. I did not vote for him. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you Spencer Pratt can save L.A. What I can tell you is the status quo is destroying it, and we need to try something different.
California doesn't have an election day. It has an election month. They mail a ballot to anybody with a pulse and some without, then count them until Thanksgiving. One of our producers, who hasn't lived in California for 8 years, got a ballot mailed to her parents' house. And her parents don't even live there. It's their beach house. It's a mess. California sends out ballots to anyone who's ever been registered, ever. And they don't clean up the rolls. So nobody can predict how Spencer Pratt will do. He's got a skinny campaign team and no institutional turnout machine. He could finish third, or he could shock the world like Trump in 2016. Here's what we do know. LA voter registration numbers are only moving in one direction, and it isn't towards Democrats. GOP registration's up 14% since 2022. Dems, less than 0.5%. Even Beverly Hills, the young voters who were supposed to be a lock, they're swinging to Republicans by double digits. Pratt's slashing message has landed everywhere, even in Hollywood. Half the city's ash, the other half's naked in the street. But Noodles, she couldn't be more out of touch.
But this has gone far beyond what I expected the campaign to be about. I, again, thought it would be about bike lanes.
Bike lanes? She thought the race would be about bike lanes. After the fires, the corruption, and the homelessness, bike lanes. No one in LA rides a bike. It's too big. Now, in the governor's race, Steve Hilton, the Republican, he's the one to beat. We'll see if he cracks the top two tonight and breaks out of the jungle. On the Democrat side, there's a big oil billionaire who basically bought his way to the top and has a way with words.
I'm Tom Steyer, and I'm about to ride the D.
He's up against a guy whose biggest qualification is the sound of his name. In a state that's half Hispanic, Javier Becerra. He worked for Biden, but Biden didn't even know his name.
I nominated Javier Becerra. Javier Becerra, excuse me.
Becerra's got some big, beautiful baggage. His own chief of staff and an aide just pled guilty to draining his campaign account and pocketing the cash themselves, right under his nose. Now, Javi said he had no idea. Sure.
There are reports from the people involved that Becerra not only knew about it, he suggested it. Tom Steyer has ads running, which now Becerra's doing a cease and desist letter for, saying that he absolutely knew. It's impossible to believe that he didn't know. That's illegal. He broke the law. And so they could be about to nominate someone who's going to be indicted within the next few months.
What is it about Democrats being so sleazy? All roads lead to the Senate through Maine. Democrats don't take back the majority without it. So who'd they run? A communist nipple Nazi whose wife just caught him sexting a dozen girls. This was the guy who was going to help Democrats win back men.
And I think when we talk about wanting real people in our politics, and real people have said up things online 15 years ago, and we can't have one without the other. I think what people say is like, we've spent so much time, every cable news, every segment, how are we going to win back the people Trump has taken? How are we going to win back the young men who we've lost online? It's like, no, we have someone who was one of them and found his way out the other side and who can uniquely tell that story.
The Democrats baited their hook with a nipple Nazi and thought Trump voters would bite. The guy said a Purple Heart vet was a dumb mother effer who didn't deserve to live. Well, that vet had a few words for Plattner, starting with entitled brat.
I don't need an apology. I considered a source of where the comment came from. And I'm the type of person that in order for me to worry about what you say, first I have to respect you. And there's zero to no respect for a self-proclaimed communist. The ironic thing is some guys run towards gunfire and Other guys run towards keyboards. And I think that's a big difference.
The whole working man thing's just an act, too. Nipple graduated from boarding school. His daddy bought him his house. His mommy bought him his oyster farm. It sits on his rich buddy's private island. The farm's best customer, mommy's restaurant. And the farm still makes no money. His main income is disability. So his parents bankroll him, and he puts his wife on the campaign payroll. He got caught creeping, and they cut her a check for 30 grand. And then she did a video and stood by her man. Now, we've known for months this guy was a walking red flag. Bernie gave birth to him and stuck Schumer with him. Maybe Democrats are the ones dropping the oppo on him to push him out before it's too late. Give him the old Swalwell treatment. Schumer still has Democrat Governor Mills in his pocket, the one they shoved aside for the oysterman. She just popped back up to remind everybody she's still on the ballot. Here's the problem for the party. Every Democrat in the country is now getting asked about Plattner the perv. He's a liability, and nobody knows what else is about to drop. But not Adam Schiff. Schiff wants seconds.
Do you think he's fit? Do you worry about Graham Plattner? Are you okay with him because he's a Democrat?
Well, I'm going to wait to learn more about these recent allegations involving his texting other women.
I'm very confident we are going to win Maine.
You're full confidence.
I have confidence that we are going to win Maine, and I have no doubt.
Does he put Democrats, though, in a tough spot with it?
I'm not weighing in on any of the campaigns around the country.
Makes sense. Winning Maine was never about Maine. It's about taking the Senate, packing the court, and turning D.C. and Puerto Rico into states. The Senate seats the linchpin, and Republican Susan Collins is in the way. Maine likes her. They've elected her 5 times. Not just anybody beats her. Certainly not a fake oyster shucker with Anthony Weiner energy.
It's happy hour, come gather round. Greg and Pamela break it all down. Talking politics and the whacked out world. Every headline makes the chaos swirl. It's time for a smoke break. Monday and Thursday.
Oh, happy hour. Oh, happy hour. Oh, happy hour.
While the whole world's world's hanging out in the chat, will change your world. On happy hour.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
Look who's here. It's Pamela. I'm so happy to see her. And for an encore appearance to join the fun, the great Warhawk, Master Husband, joining us. Me, I'm Greg Goodell.
And here they are.
Make applause for the group, please. At 3:15, how's everybody?
Surviving.
Yeah.
Yeah? How's everything going with the move? How is AMS Studios coming along?
That's doing good.
Yeah.
It's my rock.
I thought I was your rock.
You're my rock and roll.
Oh. I'll take that.
That's pretty good.
I'm happy to take that.
That's pretty good.
Watching the California, God, last night was a late night. I've been paying for it all day today.
Yeah.
But there's no way I could fall asleep until I at least got a take on
what's going on.
Yeah. Because we've been fascinated and rooting for Spencer Pratt.
Yep.
And he's going to be in the runoff.
Yep. And Stephen Hilton is in the runoff for the governor's race, too.
And has a real chance to win.
So it's going to be very interesting.
Maybe California, as Jesse Waters pointed out, has had enough of the rot and the ineptitude.
The
fire.
downward slide. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, Democrats, your master plan should include accomplishing something that's positive.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's, instead of blaming Trump for everything and yada yada, it's all old stuff. But keep it up. Keep doing it because you're really making it look optimistic for the Republicans in the midterms.
Yeah.
Especially if Trump can keep nudging this Iranian thing into some kind of a decent conclusion and gas prices can continue to drop. That'll take that complaint off the table. Then what? They'll always have something.
They'll always have something.
But I was kind of hoping the Spencer Pratt mania would carry him to 50%. Didn't quite work, but
that's
it's
okay.
because those votes don't have as much turnout.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
The primary,
It's
yeah.
always lower turnout.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Some people just want to see, okay, how's it all going to shake out?
love the way they run on affordability. Yet they are the ones that have caused more unaffordability than anybody.
I know.
I mean, one reason why gas prices are high is why? Because we haven't built any refineries. If we had the refineries, we wouldn't be dealing with any of this in Iran. So
Well, we
once
couldn't
again,
build the refineries because the government kept passing more and more regulations to slow it down.
That's
or
all they do.
Make it horrible.
Imagine that.
You know.
I remember Jeff Sessions on the show one time said we could solve our national energy grid quickly by going with strategically placed nuclear plants.
Yeah.
Because the problem is there's so much red tape, it would take 5 years to turn the first shovel of dirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the problem is a little more immediate than that. I also read today that Ford is going to stop producing electric vehicles.
Well, yeah, because they're losing money.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're churning out thousands of vehicles that nobody's buying.
I hope that Ford remembers the party that put them in that spot to begin with their ridiculous.
Yeah.
And now, of course, as part of Trump's second term, even the global agencies that were promoting the climate hysteria have backed off and said, nah, you know, the doomsday thing, it's not really happening. And we've all known that. The water level hasn't risen anywhere. There's nothing aberrant going on that's being caused by fossil fuel machines, which produce tree food, carbon dioxide.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we have more trees, I think, than ever before.
And the plants that grow the vegetables and things we eat.
So while
they use that carbon dioxide too.
There may be disenchantment with gas prices being stubbornly high and the resolution to the conflict with Iran not happening as quickly as we were told. I mean, you've got to be honest. Trump said initially 2 to 4 weeks, and that was 3 months ago. But they have started to come down.
Yeah.
It's getting
A little
closer.
bit.
We've had people call with as low as 341.
Yeah.
I know in the span of a week, my gas per gallon went from 4.24 to 3.61.
Wow.
That's decent.
So that's over half a buck.
That's decent.
They just keep falling, just keep dropping. We'll take that.
Well, that's good. I'm going to have to be doing a lot of traveling here in the next few weeks. So
Me too.
we got heading up to Tennessee for a vacation and then heading up to Tennessee for a funeral. And
Yes, everybody should discuss their availability in the future with me here and now.
yeah. Well, it looks like my dad's funeral is going to be the weekend of the 27th. That's kind of a time we can get everybody together for that. So I'll be heading up there for that. We're dealing with the scavenger hunt, we're calling it, trying to find out all the subscriptions that my dad had subscribed to and getting them canceled, and finding passwords for computers and programs and on all this stuff that, you know, it's like this giant game we're playing. And I'm sitting here going, I know I need to make sure and have all this in one place. So when I croak eventually, my children will be able to find it quickly and easily and not have to go through the rigmarole we're going through.
I'm not expecting anything to happen soon, but I've been feeling like death off and on for a month with this thing. But finally got the magic ivermectin tablets.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let us know how that turns out.
Whose horn
Yeah, I don't know
is
who's
doing that? That is
I don't know.
driving me nuts.
Yeah, it's driving me nuts too. I'm like, something's going on.
Hey, out there
Yeah.
in the lot, if you're horny, take it somewhere else, okay? There's
Somebody's
a radio
got-
show
There's
happening.
got to
in
be
here.
a key in a pocket
Yeah.
and a button
But
being
it's
pressed.
not mine because the battery's dead on mine. So I know it's not mine.
I know. I had to take the fuse out of my horn, so it's not mine either.
I know it's not mine. I'm parked in the shadow of our big Sprinter. So,
yeah.
I mean, now that we have the sun back, I'll tell you, I did enjoy that extended string of cloudy, rainy days.
You did?
Oh, I really did.
I have so many branches and limbs to pick up in my yard from the storm on Monday
Same.
and then the rain on
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yep.
So many.
Yeah, that thing that came rolling down Monday was pretty serious.
It was quick,
intense.
but it was full of energy.
But it was weird because it's like the first half of the day was hot and sticky and humid, and then when the storms came in, woo, that temperature plummeted, and it was wild. It was a wild weather day.
Let me see where the market finished today. Okay, Dow was down 478.
Are you going to be here next Tuesday?
I will be here next Tuesday, but then the Tuesday after that, I won't be.
Brant McDonald will be here that Tuesday. After
Yeah, I think we're.
Oh, cool. I'll be here next Tuesday
Yay.
instead of, well, I have to go out of town because Max is graduating high school.
Oh, wow.
So I have to go to Vermont.
Yeah, you got to be there for that.
Yes. So I'm leaving Wednesday.
Well, then hopefully in a couple of weeks after things have settled down, I may be able to do both Tuesday and Wednesday so that we can keep this thing going during the summer.
And I think when that's what we did last year. You came in more.
Yeah.
After I get back from Vermont, things should become a little bit easier for me schedule wise, availability wise.
So if you can hang on until then,
I know,
Greg,
just hang on.
I've been hanging
Just
on.
hang on. You've been doing so well.
By the way, Jessie Lynn has joined the company in official capacity as the sales rep, which is great.
Good.
Cool.
And so
Yes.
she'll be
She's as
joining
smart
us
as a
from
whip.
time to
She
time
really
on the
is.
show. Oh,
Yeah.
she's awesome.
Oh, she'd be great.
I've made it a career out of finding awesome women to work with.
Well, there you are.
Anyway, whatever was behind today's numbers, Brant McDonald will join us at 5:15. He's with Invista Advisors. Always a good idea to sit down and chat with people.
I know. What are we watching?
Yeah, these.
I don't know. We'll fix that in a second. That's the NBC. Get that communism off.
Yeah.
Try 944 or something in that neighborhood there.
Well, I think we got Fox over here on 944. We need something.
Oh yeah, the remote's right
Is
there.
this the remote?
Fox Business.
It's right there.
Yeah. Here, you play with this.
Okay. We'll see if we can figure it out.
Oh,
Oops.
we'll get there.
Awkward moment on the radio.
Crash.
Officer, I didn't mean to break it. I promise.
Anyhow, everybody that's a client of Invista Advisors is there because they want to be. Nobody cajoled, bullied, pressured them to do it. And that's really cool. And when you sit down and you meet these people and talk to them, you'll understand why that's the case. Reach out for an appointment at 387-0094 here in the 334. And let's get our first look at afternoon traffic with Skipper at 323.
We have an accident, Taylor Road at East Chase Parkway. Now, if you're exiting I-85 north or southbound onto Taylor and you're headed over to East Chase Parkway, that intersection is blocked. Just one lane traffic, turn lane into the parking lot on the right. So please use caution. That's got things really backed up there. Light to moderate traffic everywhere else, and it is building. At McKenna Nissan, you can get up to $5,000 off on a new Armada. Up to $5,000 on Nissan Frontier. At the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan exit 212 on 565 in Plant. Buckle up with every Skywatch traffic.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
Do you suffer every time you try to wear good-looking shoes, but you don't want to wear ugly shoes just because they're comfortable? The Good Feet store wants to help you wear heels, boots, and dress shoes again in comfort.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
News happens, you'll hear about it first. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
I'm Leslie Stahl. I'm Bill Whitaker. I'm Anderson Cooper.
He quit.
I'm Sharon Alfonsi.
I'm John Wertheim.
I'm Cecilia Vega.
I'm Scott Pelley. Fired. Those stories tonight on 60 Minutes.
Boy, what a jackass he's turned out to be, huh? Pompous as the day is long, windbag, yada, yada. I mean, gee whiz. And I learned early on it's never a good idea to call your boss out in public and
nope.
No.
blow them to smithereens. And you should expect to be fired when that happens. David Blackman has been just relishing that whole situation with him.
Well, he thought he was untouchable because I've been here all this time and I've got all my credentials and everything. And he forgets the whole crucial thing that somebody else is responsible for what comes out of his mouth. And if they don't like what he's doing, they're not going to be employing him anymore. No more paycheck for you. You know,
there is really no person who's untouchable.
No.
We all thought if there was an untouchable on Fox News, it was Tucker Carlson.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How's he doing today?
Not too good. He's kind of in crazy land right now.
Yeah, he really is. And he's not delivering what made him a brand in the first place, which was concise, brilliant, entertaining commentaries on one news topic.
Yeah.
Now he
wound up burning a lot of bridges on his way out, too. A lot of his former...
Well, we know the guy has a career of chemical issues.
Yes.
And David Blackman has said he believes that there's reason to think that perhaps he's taken a step back in that regard.
Possible. I mean, is he still making a whole lot of money? Because if he's making a whole lot of money...
His family has a whole lot of money.
Then maybe he's got a fund that he can get some of the happy juice or the Bolivian marching powder and take care of his addiction.
But what Tucker and all of those, Candace, the rest, you know, whether they're I don't even know who's with or who's against Trump anymore. But what they're finding out is that they're not bigger than he is.
Yep.
They don't have the influence. I mean, Tucker endorsed a whole bunch of people going into Super Tuesday. They all lost.
Yep.
Every last one of them. That doesn't make you seem like much of an influencer, Tucker. And aren't they all kind of in this Israel? We take our orders from Israel that they tell us what we're going to do and what we're not going to do.
Yeah.
Well, it seems to me it did become rather widely publicized that President Trump dropped a couple of F-bombs on Bibi, saying, you know, what the are you doing?
Yeah, it's like, hey, I helped you get out of a big,
Wasn't Bibi going to go to jail on corruption or something like that?
Something like that. I helped you get out of that. I saved your butt. What are you doing? Yeah. And I love what Trump said about it when someone asked him. He said, "Oh, I wasn't angry. I was perturbed."
That was funny. I can't listen to Trump anymore without hearing all of the impressions people do of him.
This is true.
And like, just, I don't know.
Well,
I hear
that one guy with
other
the thin
people
face,
doing it.
Yeah.
And the beard. He
Mm-hmm.
is so good. If you closed your eyes, you would think you were listening to Trump.
But you never know what's going to come out of Trump's mouth. That's the funny part. Is
I know.
that he just throws things out. You're just like, what?
Have you seen this TikTok trend going around where you say it's an acting challenge where you say a phrase in different ways? So
I should check that out.
it is like you have to say it in a sarcastic way and disappointed, surprised, and flirty, I think.
Interesting.
But one of the phrases is "you shaved your bush."
Okay.
And people have been doing it with their Trump impressions in those 4 different ways, and it is hilarious. Hilarious. But I can't unhear it.
I know.
So every time I hear Trump actually talking about something,
Yeah, and
I'm
what-
hearing the impressions of him in my head.
And even after he's out of office, they'll still be doing it because it's just
Oh,
so
yeah.
good. It's just so good.
It's never going to get old. You should look it up, though. There's all kinds of different phrases,
will
but
do.
that's the one
I
that
will
is
do. That
hilarious that
sounds
they're
like
doing
fun.
of Trump.
That sounds like fun.
How do you say you shaved your bush in a sarcastic way?
You shaved your bush.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are some of the other
That's
ways?
a good one. Supportive.
Shaved your bush.
Yeah,
That's it,
or
yes.
disappointed. Like,
You shaved your bush.
You shaved your bush? That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
yep.
That's some pretty good acting skills.
And then flirty.
You shaved your bush?
Peeky winky.
This is on the internet forever, y'all. You're welcome.
We're having too much fun here. Yeah.
That is frequently our issue. It's 3:32. I want to play this clip. I know Joey played this at the end of his show, but I was the one that discovered Marco Rubio. In the past, many years ago, when Joey and I first worked together, when he was on my show before.
And he would get so ticked off whenever you'd say that. Because he hated Rubio.
Rubio.
He's come around. He's come around.
Yes, greatly to his credit. Which is no surprise. Joey's super bright. He finished college. I did not.
Finished college. Yeah, he's got a college degree.
But Ted Lieu puts the Lou in loser. He really does. I don't know. He's another one of these mystifying Congress critters. And I don't know what his voters see in him, why they keep sending him back, because he is a limp-wristed nothing. This, again, like the woman yesterday, was it Rosen? Jackie Rosen? Tried to get Rubio, and he tied her lunch up into a nice package and stuck it up her butt in that hearing. I want to hear this little exchange.
We have not seen the president in 8 days.
Yeah, sharing it. We love to share here. That's our primary purpose, is to share.
There we go.
But let me just stop there. We have, what do you say? We have not seen the president in 8 days. Are you serious, you pathetic little twerp? This guy,
He's on TV right now.
yeah, he never sleeps. He's talking to reporters. He talks to reporters almost every day. He doesn't hide from anybody or anything.
Nope.
But now you're worried because you haven't seen him in 8 days? The last guy was on the beach with an ice cream cone for half his presidency.
Yep.
So who was running the show when he was doing that? But we digress.
The American people deserve the truth. I yield back.
Love that. I love that parted hair.
Really?
He said that, really.
The American people deserve the truth. What truth is he looking for here? That Trump's incapacitated?
Right.
That he's pulled a Woodrow Wilson and had a stroke and Melania is really running the show? I mean, come on.
I don't even know how to respond to that, other than to tell you that it's absurd and ridiculous. And I can't believe we're in a Foreign Affairs Committee meeting in front of the House at an important time in American foreign policy. Just keep lying, Secretary Rubio. Just keep lying.
See, there you go. That's the libtardian tactic. Just talk over.
I can't stand that.
I hate it, but that's how, because they have no answer.
Supposedly someone who thinks he's a medical expert when he's not. The truth of the matter is we had a cognitively impaired president in office a few years ago. That's a cognitively impaired president, but I don't like to talk about that because it weakens America. This president we have, this is a guy that literally doesn't sleep. He works day and night, long hours, every single day. I don't know if you haven't seen him in 8 days. I saw him yesterday. I didn't see him the day, but yesterday because I was in Congress the day before. I talked to him at all hours of the day and night. He works inhumane hours.
Yeah,
I love that.
Okay, I've been on foreign trips with the president that he doesn't sleep in the whole flight. And everyone else is sleeping on the plane, and he's, wandering the hallways looking for someone to wake up and talk to. The people are, so I don't know what you're referring to, but he has an incredible amount of energy. I'm just telling you, you may not like his policies. You may not like his policies, you may not like the decisions he's made, but I assure you, this is not a president that sleeps or is cognitively impaired in any way, shape, or form, and in fact is incredibly active, much more so in many cases than much younger people that are around him. Those are facts. I see it every day. You're not going to agree because you have another narrative that you want to push, but those are the facts.
And
That
he's
was
right.
well
Yep,
done. That was well
boom.
done. And yeah, I've heard those stories about him on Air Force One on those
and
long
I
trips.
bet you he will talk people's ears off all hours of the day and night. He's just wandering around looking
Well,
for
he
people to talk to.
He pokes fun at people. He wakes them up. Hey, you're a lot younger than me. What are you doing asleep?
Yeah.
Don't you have any questions for me? But that's true. The man is like the Energizer Bunny. Donald Trump just keeps going and going and going. That's one of the reasons why he's accomplished so much in a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he knows he doesn't have much time, and he is trying to burn the candle at both ends and try to get it done. And that's impressive to me.
Yep.
That's impressive.
I share that.
Yeah.
Totally share that.
Diet Coke is really carrying him.
Yeah.
He's got to
Speaking
be.
of Diet
He's
Coke,
got to be getting B12 shots and stuff. Though.
just for you, Pamela.
I would love one.
Okay,
I saved my caffeine intake for the show.
We have the bottom of the hour break coming up, and on the way here, I stopped and bought a full bag of ice and tossed it over the refreshments in the cooler.
Amazing.
So they got to be ice cold by now, and I will run out and get one in just a moment.
Excellent.
The energy I'm going to use to go out and take one out of the cooler is brought to you by Montgomery Men's Health. Seriously, that is. That's why it's named Montgomery Men's Health and not just sexual health, because it really starts with head to toe well-being. And for a guy, that's the testosterone level. And if it's not where it needs to be, it can turn up and manifest in a wide array of symptoms: low energy, low libido, gaining weight inexplicably, because you're not metabolizing calories. It's all part of that system. So if it's low, and the only way to find out is to take the $99 test at Montgomery Men's Health. If it's low, they can fix it. It's actually not a bad thing. It's a good thing, because then you've solved the problem, and there are solutions there that can restore that and give you back that energy, vitality, that stuff that's been slowly ebbing out of your system. If you have sexual health issues to deal with, ED, PE, or others, there are solutions that go above and beyond pills that are much more effective. Ask about those. It's all on the table, and all of this, every bit of it, is FDA approved. It's run by a board certified urologist, and they have changed the lives of thousands of men. So what would you wait for? 334-440-3663 to make that $99 appointment. 334-440-3663, or visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. That's MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Skipper's got traffic. Blue Water News next.
Well, we still have police directing traffic at Taylor Road at East Chase Parkway. If you are exiting from I-85 southbound or northbound onto Taylor, headed over to East Chase, one-lane traffic, and it's being diverted to that big parking lot on the right, back onto the roadway there. So it has got things moving very slow and backed up. Busy building traffic everywhere else around the area. Please be safe. We will keep you updated. Your future starts this fall. Trenton State Community College now enrolling for the fall 2026. Many courses, 2-year degrees, and certificates to choose from. Financial aid is available. Register today. Go to TrentonState.edu for more information. Buckle up with J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Adams Motorsports of Montgomery, where your pleasure is their business.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. Local meteorologist Josh Johnson has filed a federal lawsuit against his former employer. Johnson is seeking to get out of a 1-year non-compete clause he argues is too broad and restrictive. Josh Johnson filed the lawsuit against Gray Media and WSFA Television on Tuesday. A man was arrested Tuesday afternoon after he allegedly assaulted 3 security officers at Jackson Hospital. 29-year-old Jetonio Davis was charged with 3 counts of second-degree assault. Court records indicate Davis became unruly in the emergency room. As he was being escorted from the hospital, Davis punched 3 security officers. All 3 officers intend to press charges. A cannabis clinic is coming to Montgomery. The Green Remedy is set to open its doors on Saturday. The facility, located along Windmere Boulevard, is designed to help connect patients with providers. Patients will be evaluated at the clinic before they can qualify for a medical marijuana card. The Green Remedy will be the first cannabis clinic in the state of Alabama. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
AdamsMotorsports.com on the web or Adams Motorsports on the Boulevard in Montgomery. That's at Adams Motorsports in Montgomery, where your pleasure is our business. Come by and learn more about the new Suzuki GSX 8R motorcycle and see for yourself the bar has officially been reset.
For many homeowners, there's untapped reserves hiding in plain sight. It's not in the savings account. It's not in the stock market. It's right under your roof. Now more than ever, homeowners are sitting on record levels of home equity, and that equity belongs to you. It can be used to consolidate high-interest credit card debt, to pay expensive school tuition, to cover medical expenses, to invest in renovations, you name it, because that money is yours. This isn't about taking on unnecessary debt. It's about using an asset you already own to improve your financial position and your quality of life. The key is understanding your options and choosing the strategy that fits your goals. Let's see what's possible with the equity in your home. Give us a call at Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223 or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
Dewan Walker has been an Alabama Power customer since 1999.
We're being squeezed on every side. We hear about Alabama Power freezing their rates. That's the best news we can get. Alabama Power rate freeze will provide real relief for Alabama working families. Alabama Power is protecting their customers by making data centers pay their full cost. It makes me feel at peace. Alabama Power is really stepping up and doing what's right for customers.
Clogged drain? Overflowing septic? Don't panic. Call the experts who've been solving plumbing problems in the river region for more than 50 years. The Tierce family's local Roto-Rooter team specializes in fast drain cleaning, septic repair, and installation. One call and your troubles are on their way down the drain. That's 272-7130 or visit rotorooteralabama.com. Roto-Rooter, always here when you need us.
Roto-Rooter, that's the name. And lethal troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you get a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
It's Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We've got some really nice air in place, and tonight will be pleasantly cool for this time of the year with mostly clear skies, overnight low temperature in the upper 50s, not bad. Tomorrow is a great day with plenty of sunshine, high in the low to mid 80s, and low humidity on Thursday and Friday. Friday's high temperature will be in the middle 80s. A little warmer over the weekend, but not bad with a high in the upper 80s Saturday and Sunday. Maybe some spotty storms, perhaps, by Sunday afternoon. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Big dreams for your home on a tight budget? AFE's $26.26 as you covered. Unlock your home's equity with just $26 in closing costs. No fees, no headaches. Visit your local ASE branch today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 420259.
The premier place the River Region turns to for news, weather, traffic, and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
The following is a test of the PMS Emergency Broadcast Network. It is only a test.
What is your problem? Can't you get off that couch and help me around here? I should have listened to my mother. You are no good lazy pig. I don't know why I married you in the first place. You no good son of a bitch.
This has been a test of the PMS Emergency Broadcast Network. If this had been an actual emergency, you would have been instructed not to go home, to check into the nearest motel, and wait 3 to 5 days before returning to your house. Again, this has been only a test of the PMS Emergency Broadcast Network. We now return to our regularly scheduled program.
Which would be this one, Happy Hour on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV. Woohoo! Somebody asked if we're doing Baumhauer's tonight. No, we have paused that. In fact, I left a message. We've been playing phone tag with Bob as to how everything is going to play out, because right now their focus is on getting Millbrook open.
Yeah.
And we expect to be up there for something, but we're not sure what.
Yeah.
Or what date. But as soon as we know, we'll let you know. As Baumhauer's comes to Millbrook after long last. What else is there to talk about today?
What's in your pile?
The crap pile.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got through a little bit of it yesterday, but not much. We got
Anything
busy.
fun?
Did you ever hear back from that lady about the Prattville thing?
Oh,
The
Lori
council
Herring.
event? Yeah.
Yes, she sent me a note today. And Lori, if you're listening, I believe I asked her to call today.
You did.
Did you
Because
hear
they
the
had a meeting last night.
Yeah.
Do you know, I've had people tell me that they use drones to look in people's yards.
Really?
I commented on that post too and said that because I've heard that. Because they don't just get complaints from people. They're like actively looking, apparently, for non-compliance.
Wow.
Because one time, I don't know this. I don't know. But when I used to live in Prattville, my fence was completely around my backyard and my pool. But my pool got green one time for a week, and I got a notice on my door about stagnant water in my pool.
Oh my.
And I was like, okay, it literally needs like a dose of chlorine. Who's looking at my pool and complaining about it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. That's weird.
That's
So-
Really
creepy.
weird.
That's
Mhm.
not just weird, that's creepy.
yeah.
So does the Prattville government have a drone program?
I don't know. I know that out and they will use it to assess properties in the county too.
Interesting.
So I don't know. It is weird though, and it does feel very
I do want Lori to call.
overstepping.
Very Big Brotherish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let me share the note that she sent today after the meeting last night. And again, this is a woman. She got a notification from the city. She had a car in her driveway that had a flat tire. She had to, get that fixed. And probably wasn't aware that a car with a flat tire was such an eyesore.
Oh, they send out things about stuff like that, and they got very serious about it probably 2 years ago. You can't have like a certain number of vehicles in your yard, period. There's a certain number of days that one can be disabled. They can't be up on blocks unless you're actively working on them,
Yeah.
like in the city limits. Yeah, you can't have junk piles. You can't be moving stuff and have it sitting there. They're very strict.
So here's a recap of last night's Prattville City Hall meeting. A total of 6 people, including me, spoke. All stories were like mine. Cited for one thing, fixed that thing, and it was verified by Chris Johnson, only to have him come back several weeks later and take things from the backyard that were not viewable from the street.
Right.
2 people had videos. 1 person spoke on the Fourth Amendment rights, which were violated. All had been fined large sums of money.
Mm-hmm.
City Council was glad I let them know, quote unquote, but said that Chris was under the police department. They pointed out a police officer in the back as the person over that department. Councilwoman Thea Langley called for a departmental investigation.
Oh.
The mayor gave out his card and cell phone number, but offered no apologies or solutions. That's kind of a lame response. I mean, first of all, if you're looking for a house in the river region, and there's a lot of good reasons to move to Prattville,
Yeah.
but this is a good reason not to move to Prattville.
Right. That's like moving into somewhere with the biggest, strictest HOA.
Yeah, thank you.
That's what
Yeah,
it sounds like to me.
I was
too.
just going to say, they if they're turning the city into one big HOA, that's wants to deal with
No,
that.
I wouldn't consent to living like that.
So
Because there are still, like the neighborhood that I lived in didn't have an HOA, but they're still under code enforcement for the city. So those people will be out.
just I was stunned. I just happened to stumble upon this post. It was in my Facebook feed, and I read it, and I was really angry at what I read because I know Lori. She's been a listener for a long time. She's been to a couple of our events. She certainly is not the kind of person that would go off the deep end, get hysterical, or tell me something that wasn't totally true.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why I got involved with that, and she did a great job.
Well, it seems like you've got a couple of issues here. You've got privacy issues and you've got property rights issues. And you've also got a lack of communication going on.
Yeah.
That I think a lot of the problems would have been less if they had just communicated to her ahead of time saying, hey, you got some stuff
Yeah.
out here that you need to take care of.
Yeah,
Like
but
in
why,
Montgomery, even
why
if you're-
isn't your fenced-in backyard anybody's
know.
business,
I
really?
know.
Yeah,
But-
but if your front line Montgomery,
Don't come
if your
in.
front lawn is overgrown by a foot or more,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can call the city and they will come out and give the property owner a day, whatever it is, to fix it.
Prattville will too.
And if they don't, they come out and give you a $240 mow job.
Yes.
Yeah. And then bill you for it.
But you can't blame the city for it not making an attempt to notify you and giving you a chance to fix it on your own. That's
Right.
fair.
Right. But this coming into your property
No.
and taking stuff.
No,
Right.
no.
Without
You know
letting
what?
know what's
When
going on.
you are there to tell them,
Yeah.
this is not trash. This is belongings that I have to go through and I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, she's going through her dad's stuff. Her dad passed away.
right.
Yeah.
You can't make quick decisions on that. Just ridiculous. But if it's in your yard and nobody can see it, it's not the city's business. And I don't see where the city has any right without warrant or an order from a judge to, and then just help themselves.
Yeah.
But even then, how do they get to decide it's just trash?
Right.
One man's
No
trash
recourse.
is another man's treasure.
It's somebody's stuff.
And there's no recourse. I mean, if they come and take your stuff, how can you
Right.
appeal? How can you, I guess you'd have to go to court and sue the city.
But then are they just putting it in the landfill before she even has a chance to go through her dad's
We
things?
don't know.
That's
We don't know. That's
mm-mm.
so I think doing an investigation is a good thing. Trying to figure out, okay, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe there's something going on that we don't know. You know, I
Yeah.
don't want to be that person that starts pointing fingers and making conspiracy theories.
Well,
but-
it's fine to have community standards. I'm not knocking that.
Right.
Yeah.
But outside, is the community standard supersede the constitutional rights of an individual homeowner? I don't think so. Here is Rooster.
Hey, Greg.
Hey,
Yeah, what you just said just now about they can't override the constitutional rights of the people.
Right.
Just now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well that's actually accurate. I have a niece that lives in Montgomery, and she had a broke down car in her backyard. In fact, I was working on it for her, trying to fix it and get it going again. And she had a privacy fence all the way around the yard. And the police come down there and they took her fence down the yard and stole her car.
What?
And took it to an impound yard. And then guess who owned the yard? The police did.
no.
Yeah. Well, yesterday I called you and told you about Section 89 of the Alabama Constitution.
Yes.
Yeah. That's not a joke. That's not bull. Y'all got to get your heads out of the ball games and the movies long enough to read the laws that you have to live by. And there's limitations on what they can do, and y'all need to know what the limitations are, because if you don't, they'll just overrun it. They don't care about the limitations, but you better know where the end of it is supposed to be at.
Yeah.
Of all the stuff they think they can do. They can't tell you how tall your grass can be, what color to paint your house, where to park your car, because they have no authority off of the highway. Municipal corporations are all about making sure the roadways are not monopolized by somebody, so everybody gets to use it. It's under the Uniform Commercial Code. That's where all your municipal corporations come in at. So anyway, so that's all I got to say, and I just hope y'all will take my advice and jump on there and do like a duck on a Junebug and take care of business.
All right. And I'm going to start as soon as I check the score of the Yankees game.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're using intimidation though when they say, I'm with the code enforcement and I have the right to come and do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're supposed to think on your feet and say, well, I'm calling a lawyer or I'm calling the law on the law.
KKT
You know?
sends a note, says, could Prattville be doing with the drones considered an invasion of privacy.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, without permission, absolutely. And she says, I hope that lady in Prattville can file a class action lawsuit. Because the one thing that hasn't come, we have no opinion on this whatsoever, is from a lawyer.
Yeah.
And if you got a branch close type guy up there who can look at your case and say, yeah, you got a case here, he'll raise hell.
We need the legal eagle Chad to give us a call.
Speaking of the legal eagle.
Yeah.
And local heartthrob.
Oh, Chad.
He is representing, I believe, Josh Johnson in his lawsuit against WSFA.
Oh,
Really?
That's what I hear, because Chad does specialize in
Really?
employment law.
okay.
Yeah, I've been reading about that.
So he's got a good
Man,
one.
That's an interesting story, right there. Man,
Is this when did he signed this contract in like the last 10 years at some point, right?
I think 2023. Yeah,
Oh, okay. It was very recent.
but he waited to leave where he was employed until the end of his contract. He did not
Yeah.
renew his contract. And then part of what he signed with them was an NDA that said he could not work as a meteorologist.
It was a
within
non-compete,
certain-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Within a certain radius, there's certain counties he can't be in. So he's now working with the Alabama EMA.
Yeah.
I think in Chilton County, which is just outside of that. And part of this complaint is that his job kept getting more stringent. There were more requirements on his time.
Yeah, no
keeping
work-life
him-
balance.
keeping him away from taking care of his parents, keeping him away from his family, and he just said, "No, I can't do this anymore."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm good for him for that, because that took a lot of.
No, it's one thing, like if you're offered another media job and it's outside the market, I don't think they can non-compete you on that basis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who do
I
that.
think it's a 90-mile radius.
Yeah, that they move outside of market and get another job.
But Rich and I have both had to live with that. When he left SFA, they had to pay him, but he was under a non-compete for 1 year.
Yep.
But they forgot to include social media in the things he couldn't do. So what's he do? He launches the Rich Thomas Weather Network, builds a subscriber base over 50,000, and then joins Blue Water when the non-compete is up.
Yep.
So they included social media in Josh Johnson's, though.
They may have. I don't know. In my case, in Florida, I changed jobs for a ton of money. I had to sue them in federal court to get the contract nullified because it was like it was pretty heavy-handed. That's how the judge described it. So I had to remain off the radio for 6 months.
Wow.
But I was paid my full salary the whole time. Every 2 weeks, I dropped by to pick up a check. But what they forgot to include in mine was television. And 2 weeks after I took a nice train trip to D.C., spent Christmas with my mom and dad. And when I came back, I went to work for the biggest TV station in town doing funny feature stuff on the news.
Awesome.
So the whole idea of a non-compete is to keep you off the media so people forget about you.
Yeah, that's not fair.
And in that case, for me, and in the case of Rich Thomas, it backfired.
Yeah.
And you're paying the full freight for the whole time. There's not a damn thing they can do about it. But that was then. This is now.
Well, and WSFA is not owned locally. They're owned by a company who I don't remember where they are.
We have people owning media properties that have no business owning them.
Yeah.
Radio's and media's biggest problem. Thank you, Bill Clinton. You and that lovely wife of yours. When they deregulated ownership, and these giant companies started forming, radio lost the local ownership, the local pride, the mom and pop operation. And it was devastating because it took the competition out of it. Stations were competing one-on-one. Companies were competing in markets based on the number of stations they own. So, and that has done just incalculable damage to our industry. We're going to do another listener event at Smoky Notes, which is a great new restaurant on the boulevard. What a menu. We had a nice gathering there last Thursday, and I did the brisket melt. That was an excellent choice. The Monte Cristo, the folks who had that said it was awesome. Those are in the sandwiches and things with one side.
Oh, no, I'll tell him.
For starters, they've got loaded twists, pretzel bites, boudin balls, which were a universal favorite. Not to mention fried cheese sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Fried cheese sticks. Yes. One of the sides that everybody loved, actually, baked beans, the cabbage with the kick of spice and some Conecuh sausage was a hit.
Yeah, the macaroni
mac
and cheese was really
You
good.
notice that a little Alfredo base to it?
Oh,
Very
yeah,
different.
it was good.
It's awesome food, reasonably priced, great desserts, and more sauces than you can shake a stick at. At Smoky Notes, where the It'll Do Tavern used to be on Northeastern Boulevard. We'll put our next listener gathering together there probably next week on Wednesday night. We'll see if that works out for everybody involved. And we hope you join us on Northeastern Boulevard, SmokyNotes.com for more information.
Traffic is brought to you by Dillon Rings. Dillon Rings has great watches and beautiful rings. Or have Josh design a piece of jewelry for you. Shop Dillon Rings now at 119 Brown Springs Road. And check them out on Facebook.
Tammy Smith from Impact is going to join us.
Well, if you're coming into Montgomery on 65 northbound, got an overturned vehicle right around mile marker 166. That is just before Montgomery. Traffic is backed up, moving very slow there due to that one. And Taylor Road at East Chase Parkway. If you're exiting 85 north or southbound onto Taylor or coming up Taylor from Atlanta Highway, that intersection at East Chase is closed. They are rerouting traffic via the right turn lane into the parking lot on the right. They are working to clear that intersection at this moment. We will keep you updated. Davis Door and Sash, your trusted source for quality replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit DavisStoreAndSashAlabama.com or call 334-288-6010. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
Hello, everyone. Robbie Pelt with Capital City Roofing. If you think about it, your home is your biggest investment in life. Your roof covers your home, so why jeopardize your biggest investment on a roofer you don't know anything about when you can deal with a reputable roofing company like Capital City Roofing? We have an A-plus Better Business rating and the best manufacturers and workmanship warranties available. We do all residential and commercial roofing applications that are certified through the manufacturer to ensure you get the best material and workmanship money can buy. We also have your project in our best interest before and after construction has been done. Don't hesitate to call us if you have any roofing issues or questions. We will match any of our competitors' price and give you the same great workmanship warranty. We also give free estimates. Give us a call today and let us show you the difference. 277-3311. That's 277-3311. Or you can check us out on the web at www.capitalcityroofing.com. Capital City Roofing. We capitalize the roofing industry.
What does it mean for a nation to be successful? I'm Stephanie Bryan, Tribal Chair and CEO of the Porch Creek Indians. We believe a successful nation gives back. As we've built economic opportunity and prosperity, the Porch Creek Indians have been able to give back to our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. More than $37 million since 2021 alone. From education and health care to tornado relief, learn more about our charitable giving at porchcreekindians.org.
Don't you love the feeling of coming home to a clean house? Let Southern Bell's Cleaning Service get your home in order. Families in the River region trust Southern Bell's because they know Callan and Jesse will show up on time and believe in cleaning the old-fashioned way. They bring all their own supplies and specialize in full-service, residential, commercial, vacant properties, and construction cleanup. Estimates are always free. Call Southern Bell's today at 546-0715 or follow them on Facebook at Southern Bell's Cleaning River Region.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest news. Alabama values.
Today is June 3rd. Leave the office early day. Alrighty, fellas, I'm out of here. Huh? I don't know. Just end the music or something. Who cares? I'm tail late.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
It's your 405.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. Kuwait briefly shut its main airport after Iranian drones heavily damaged a passenger terminal building, killing one and wounding dozens. The U.S. military said Iran fired missiles at Kuwait, which fell apart en route, and downed drones targeting American forces. President Trump insists peace negotiations are ongoing. A hearing in Luigi Mangioni's state murder case was held in secret after the judge shut down the press and public without explanation. The 28-year-old Mangione, accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in 2024. In consumer news, Ford recalling over 400,000 vehicles because of a seatbelt issue that may result in an injury if a crash occurs. The recall includes certain Ford Expedition and Lincoln Navigator vehicles with model years 2018 through 2022. This is SRN News.
Maybe this is you too. There's enormous frustration right now with healthcare costs. It is amazing. Healthcare costs for families in the last 20 years have almost tripled, and it just keeps getting worse. All this to say, this is why MediShare is so in demand right now. People are looking for alternatives, and MediShare is proven you can save thousands of dollars a year and actually like it more. Over 1 million Americans are now part of healthcare sharing, and MediShare is the gold standard. It's trusted. It works. It's been helping people save money and have peace of mind now for 30 plus years. It's not some big impersonal thing either. It's a community of people like you helping each other. So yeah, if you're frustrated too, here's your chance to make a refreshing change. You'll notice the difference as soon as you call. They're easy to talk to. You can get a price within 2 minutes. Here is the number. Call 844-45-BIBLE. That's 844-45-BIBLE. 844-45-BIBLE.
Mr. Electric presents the most electrifying story of the day. For service, installation, and upfront pricing, call Mr. Electric at 245-1566. Here with today's high voltage news, it's Greg Budell.
Well, it's not as electrifying as when we first heard of it. Spencer Pratt is going to be in the runoff for L.A. mayor, and California will have a chance to go red in the very near future. Not to mention we have an accident you wanted to, somebody called in about on 65.
That way. Yes. I-65 North heading into Montgomery, right after the Hope Hill exit. It's off to the right.
All right, so keep an eye on that. We'll check in with Skipper here in just a minute. And the very electrifying Sammy Smith from the Montgomery Performing Arts Center has joined us in the studio, and welcome to you, sir.
What's going on, guys?
Waiting for some excitement. New shows that you're going to be offering.
Yeah.
Is Leanne Morgan sold out for 4 shows?
Not quite. We still have a few shows available, or a few tickets available for the matinee show on 4 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah.
So there's a smattering of tickets on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night, even though they're technically sold out. But we still have about 700 tickets for Saturday's matinee. So it's pretty unprecedented for us. I mean, you know, we've had tons of great comedians here in Montgomery, and we've had 2-night shows before, but we've never had a 4-night show.
Mm-hmm.
And she brought it, son. It was, you know.
Any chance that we're going to have this woman on the show with us? We've been begging.
I have made multiple requests to her management and to the promoter, and I haven't gotten a no, but I haven't gotten a yes. So it's possible. We still have 5-6 weeks before this show, so I'm doing all I can do for you, Greg. I love you, man. I'm working hard.
I want to get her on here so bad. I had no idea what I'd say to her.
Not
but
for me.
She's got a busy
For Pamela.
schedule. That may be part of
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Remember, Pamela was a big part of whipping everybody into a frenzy over her.
Yes. When Leanne's first came out, I was like, y'all have got to watch this. She's so funny.
I can't wait for the next season. When is that going to be out?
I don't know. She's a busy woman.
So at 410, we'll go over the whole schedule,
Sure.
the lineup that is
Absolutely.
waiting, folks. And for those of you who are, well, let's put it this way: sometimes you put these things off, but whenever you're dealing with with electricity, it's always worth it to make sure it's done properly the first time. Nobody wants to. It's okay. I got this. I can install it. And the next thing you know, it's falling off ladders. Things like that can happen. Get it done right the first time. Whether it's something, I've used Mr. Electric to install a Ring doorbell system, and guess what? It worked perfectly from day one because they put it in. Even though technically you could do that yourself. Solving problems like outdoor fixtures that may not be illuminating or putting an outlet outside the home, they can do that. Any type of, and safety inspect as well. To make sure everything is good working order, they can replace your fuse panel, whatever it is you need done, they're up to it. Visit them online for the complete list of services at MrElectric.com. MrElectric.com. It is 411, and Crawdad is on the phone.
Oh, that's interesting. David Ford said to tell you hello from Mr. Electric.
Oh.
Just talk today.
Cool.
I have a question. When Elvis Presley was out, he knew the different sizes of venues would vary. And I remember that he said that it's not the big place. It did not want to see any empty seat. So I wanted to ask the question of Impact. How many seating is in Impact, please?
There's roughly 1,800 seats in the theater. I think we actually count 1,797 because we do have some handicap facility seats, and so we can add 15, 20, or take 15 or 20 out. So about 1,800 though.
That's amazing. You see, I've not been down there. I am in one of these power wheelchairs.
Mm-hmm.
But if I wrote a letter to Steve Howe, creator of Yes, still out there cranking around, if I wrote him a letter and I said he needs to come here and he shows up, I might have to have a handicap spot. Steve Howe is probably, in my opinion, one of the best guitarists in the world.
Of course, every time I hear that name, I think of the baseball player who was suspended by MLB multiple times for cocaine use.
Bless his heart.
And actually, thanks, Crawdad.
He should have just played guitar and then he could have kept using.
Well, here's the thing, and it turned up in one of the Naked Gun movies. Not one of those Steve Howe second chances, where there's 9 of them. And ultimately, it did him in. He died at a very young age. He was never able to get a grip on it. We have Eric on the line, along with Sammy Smith, Beth Sebian, Pamela, and me.
Hey, good afternoon, Mr. Fidel. I'm doing a follow-up on the weed ordinance. I talked with you this morning.
Yes.
And they have to, it's like a 2-week, once it's filed, to complain about it. Okay, once it gets through there, they give them enough time, maybe they'll cut it. Okay, then the city will get that and notification and come out and put the sign up. So, in other words, it's about a month.
Oh.
When they have to cut your yard, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
That's a long time to get it together.
I know. I know. It's and Greg, you know as well as I do, it's all over the city.
Oh yeah.
And how in the hell can a landowner ride by there and seeing their property and knowing that it needs to be taken care of?
There is thank you for the call. There's also noise ordinances in this city. And there's a little community apartment complex not far from where I live. And there's one resident there that has a motorcycle that clearly says, I was underendowed as a man. Because this thing can be heard all over Cloverdale. He's always firing it up late at night, early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll wake you up. And I'm wondering why we have to put up with that.
I never got enough attention from my father.
or maybe not enough nipple time from mom. I don't, whatever the issue is, or maybe you're just hung like a gnat. I don't know.
I love the things that go boom.
Hey, did you ever think it might just sound cool to him?
Well, that's great.
I mean, I'm not taking sides. I'm just saying.
He could also like put it on an iPod and put headphones on and listen to it that way.
Yeah.
So we don't have to listen to it, you know?
That's true.
Here's another call. It's Lori from Prattville. Hey, Lori.
Hi.
So you went to the meeting, you stated your case on the invasion of privacy, and how did you feel after it was over? Did they address your concerns or just listen?
They refused to acknowledge any wrongdoing. The mayor again asserted that the policies and procedures had been followed and that they had policies. And I replied, your policies are broken. If you haven't heard anything else tonight, you should get the fact that your policies are broken. So we had a total of 6 people stand up in front of the council, and we all told almost the exact same story. So it's not just me. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I've been getting calls all day today from people who have had the same situation happen to their property. They're notified of one issue to take care of. They take care of that issue, and then a few weeks later, the city comes and takes property from their fenced-in backyard or their back porch with screened in.
That's crazy.
And then a few weeks later, they get a bill for it.
They
One
take your
lady
stuff
said
and then they give
took
you a
her
bill for
back-
your own stuff.
Right.
That's incredible.
And it's not like, okay, some people are under the mistaken idea that our property is being stored somewhere, and if we pay money, we get it back. No, you don't understand. It went to the landfill.
That's
or
terrible.
Wherever. It's gone. It's just gone. One lady said they took her back steps off her trailer. She can't get in and out of her back door now.
What?
And then they charged her $550, which is going to cost $400 to get her steps rebuilt.
I got to ask, when is somebody going to, why don't you pull your resources and get a pit bull lawyer and go after the city?
I am talking to someone
Okay.
that is in the works. It was appalling. It was appalling. And not only that, but a lot of these other people have video with sound. So it's not like the issue is in dispute at all, because all you got to do is hit play and you see it. A lot of people said that they had him on video multiple times just walking around their house, their backyard, and taking pictures. So
Just
it's also
entering
not
the backyard.
That
yes.
strikes
And
me
so
as
it's
totally
not true that
unconstitutional.
you have to have someone report. This guy isn't having anybody report this. One of the ones last night said he has no neighbors. There's no one that can see his backyard.
Mm-hmm.
So how did he know what was back there? He
See-
had to have entered the back door.
And this is
backyard.
where I think people are, saying they use drones, and they might be onto something.
Well, they might be. But I do know a friend of mine, her brother was next door to this guy that was working on a car in his back fenced yard. And the officer knocked on the next door neighbor's door and asked if he could take a picture through the fence of the neighbor's backyard.
Peeping Tom crap.
I know. And
Right.
whose
But he
business
had to
is
get
that
a
in your
ladder.
backyard?
He had to get a ladder to get on top of the privacy fence in order to see that backyard.
Who are you hurting by working on a car in your backyard?
Nobody.
That's
And that's
ridiculous.
what it's so weird. I don't understand what the ultimate goal of this is. We know it's not anything good.
No.
But what is in it for him? I don't understand. And I believe that there needs to be a serious investigation, probably by somebody other than Prattville city government.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Maybe you can find a lawyer who can do a class action on behalf of all of you who have been violated this way, and take it from there. But I really appreciate you taking time to send me the note. We talked about it on the morning show today as well.
Okay. Well, thank you. And y'all call the mayor, call your council people. I put the numbers up on the Facebook page. If you need to know their numbers, let's make their phones light up and let's fill their inboxes, because if it happened to me, it can happen to you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Lori. Keep us
Thank
posted.
you, Greg.
Somehow, though, based on the reactions I heard about from the mayor and the city council, after everybody left, they probably said,
We must do something about this immediately.
and then went for cocktail. Lots happening on the roads. Rich's weather next at 421.
Well, if you're coming from Atlanta Highway or AUM up to I-85, going to be a slow go. We have a accident at the intersection of Taylor and East Chase Parkway. Traffic exiting I-85 north or southbound up onto Taylor, wanting to go over to East Chase. You're involved in this too, backed up there. They're working to clear that intersection, but they are routing traffic via the right turn lane through the parking lot on the right. 65 northbound, just before Montgomery, we have an overturned vehicle. They life flighted someone from that one a few minutes ago, and traffic extremely backed up. 65 northbound headed into Montgomery. There, we'll keep you updated. Get $4,000 customer cash on a new Toyota Tundra at McKinnon Toyota. At the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J., Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Truckers, listen up. A $2,500 sign-on bonus only at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Work for a company that puts God and family first. 855-777-9785. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We've got some really nice air in place, and tonight will be pleasantly cool for this time of the year with mostly clear skies, overnight low temperature in the upper 50s, not bad. Tomorrow is a great day with plenty of sunshine, high in the low to mid 80s, and low humidity on Thursday and Friday. Friday's high temperature will be in the middle 80s. A little warmer over the weekend, but not bad with a high in the upper 80s Saturday and Sunday. Maybe some spotty storms, perhaps, by Sunday afternoon. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. With PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
Back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
I suffered with plantar fasciitis for almost 20 years. I would try drugstore insoles and supports.
If you suffer with plantar fasciitis, we know the search for pain relief can feel like a hopeless ordeal.
I've been through surgeries, foot injections. I thought that foot pain was going to be with me for the rest of my life.
At the Good Feet store, we hear stories every day of all kinds of cheap inserts, expensive shoes, and other failed remedies people have tried that just didn't work.
I was trying all different things. Not a single one worked. And then I was driving past the Good Feet store, and I thought, why not? Give it a try. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet. Then it was like, okay, this is different. These make a difference.
I'm so glad I met Good Feet. It changed my life.
Don't lose hope. Give the Good Feet store a try.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
A new year brings new opportunities, and right now the market is starting to shift.
Interest rates are beginning to come down, which means more buying power and more options for buyers who've been waiting.
If you're thinking about buying a home,
This could be the moment to take that next step.
And whether you're buying, selling, or investing, having experience on your side matters more than ever.
At Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, we're also growing our team.
If you're an experienced agent ready to make a difference in this market and want to be part of a team that values knowledge, support, and results, call Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, where opportunity meets experience.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any
I
advertising.
came from Alabama to see some naked people. I think that that's pretty
Trustworthy, accurate, immediate. Carrying your voice across the river region. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
I love this clip.
I'm Leslie Stahl.
I'm Bill Whitaker. I'm Anderson Cooper.
He quit.
I'm Sharon Alfonsi. I'm John Wertheim.
I'm Cecilia Vega.
I'm Scott Pelley.
Fired.
Those stories tonight on 60 Minutes.
Boy, he went out like a petulant baby. And who's going to want that head case on their team? Scott. Anyway, Sammy Smith from Impact is here. And we've got a summer full of great shows coming up, starting the 5th, which I do believe is Friday, The Legends of Country Rock. Let's go through the whole list.
Okay. So June the 5th, this Friday, we've got Legends of Country Rock. It's 4 bands. I think we've talked about it several times, but it's Atlanta Rhythm Section, Pure Prairie League, Orleans, and Firefall.
Wow. There's all bands that used to headline shows.
Right. Yeah. And all of them have #1 hits. The cool thing about it is it's 4 bands in one night. We normally don't do that. Usually we'll have an opener and then we go into the featured act. With this, you're getting, 4 individual bands, that are coming out playing #1 hits. Now, granted, they were a few years back, but still, it's going to be a fabulous show, and there's still a few tickets available for the show, so you can get that. June the 8th, we're having 1819 News is having a Republican news debate.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and so to my understanding, it's 2 state senators, the attorney general, and lieutenant governor race.
Wow.
So they're going to do a debate on stage at Impact next Monday. And so there's tickets for that. It's very inexpensive. It's easy to get into that show, but it's going to be pretty cool. So if you're interested in those type of politics, you want to hear what the candidates have to say, it'd be a great opportunity to come down and check them out.
Yep.
June 22nd, we've got Vince Gill, country superstar, my hero.
I'm flattered that he's coming to Montgomery.
Yeah.
With his pedigree.
We've had Vince probably 3 or 4 times over the years. We had him come, obviously come solo. He's come with his wife, Amy Grant, a couple times.
They were married.
Huh?
I forgot they were married.
Oh, yeah.
So cute.
And they've been, about 25, 26 years. But Vince is just the best, and he puts on a great show every time he comes. And, he spent all of the fall and most of the spring out touring with the Eagles at the Sphere in Las Vegas, and I think they're doing some final shows here around this area, and then Vince is touring by himself all summer. So anyway, so a lot of that's going on. Then what you were talking about earlier, Leanne Morgan, comedian, we have 3 nights and 4 shows available, July 24th, 25th, and 26th. The 24th and 26th are sold out. There's 2 shows on the 25th, one at 4 p.m., one at 7 p.m., and there's still a smattering of tickets available for that. So if you want to see Leanne Morgan, we've got some tickets still left. Wow.
Great show.
Yeah, 4 shows
Yeah.
with one comedian. We've never really done that. We've had multiple nights before with several comedians, and we've had Shane Gillis and all these great comedians.
Yeah.
And Leanne just.
We love her.
Can we give everybody a sneak preview?
Yeah, she's the only woman I think who's ever made me really want a Southern accent. Like, dang, that could be me, but it's not.
She uses it well.
Carrot, you got it?
It's there.
I don't mean to be gross, but we have got a dachshund and a beagle in the bed. And the dachshund, my husband won't sleep in the bed because he loves to cuddle on everybody, wants all of us to cuddle up to him, and none of us want to, and so. But it's nothing against him, I'm just hot, Lord, and then the dachshund sleeps right around here, and then the beagle's like right here. So I'm sleeping contorted every night, and then my husband, is holding my breath while I'm trying to. And it worries that dachshund so bad. If he's trying to do things to me, she gets right up at my face and she's looking at me like, what's he doing to you now? I'm going to put a stop to this. I'm going to do something.
Oh, she is a riot.
You know, and it's funny. This is the third time she's been here in Montgomery in the last 5 years, and so I've got to meet her several times. She's just like that in real life. When you're talking to her, she is no different.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. She is very, I think authenticity is part of what makes
Oh,
her.
sure. Yeah. Sure. She might dial the twang a little bit harder on stage, but that's her. That's pretty much her, So anyway, so by the way, all these shows that we're talking about, if you're interested in tickets, you can go to Ticketmaster.com. You can go to impactonline.org, or you can call the box office at 481-5100 and get tickets and reserve seats right to your phone. September 11th, Rick Burgess show, which everybody knows from Rick and Bubba. He's doing a Southeastern tour of his radio show, basically. And they'll have all kinds of different things going on with that. We announced this 2 weeks ago, September 24th. Ann Wilson from Heart and her new band Trip Setter is going to be here. So we're real excited about that.
That's a show I'm very interested in seeing. I never got to see Heart perform.
Yeah.
Big fan, though.
I saw them in, I believe, 91, 92, maybe it was 89, I can't remember now, at Garrett Coliseum here in Montgomery. It was Heart and David Lee Roth, and which was an interesting show.
Yeah.
And remember seeing them in their very prime. And she's one of the most incredible singers I've ever seen. Yeah.
Hard to believe they're around for 50 years.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, they started in 69, 70.
Wow.
So, she's, I think, been, over 50 years. So September 25th, most of your listeners are familiar with Black Jacket Symphony.
Sure.
They're going to come back again, and this time it's Def Leppard Hysteria album.
Cool.
So,
that would be good.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention the tickets for Ann Wilson. They're very reasonably
They
priced.
are very reasonable. Yeah, it's and most of these tickets are. We try to give the biggest price break on these things and get the best artists we can for the amount of money here in Montgomery, and it's it's a very affordable night. So October 10th, we have comedian Daniel Tosh from Tosh.0 on Comedy Central. He'll be here. November 16th, it's kind of R&B, it's kind of a little emo, The Revivalist. And so they'll be here on November 16th. And then just yesterday, we announced November 25th, we've got The Temptations featuring a special guest with Ruben Studdard from American Idol. Yeah. So, and then next week, we're announcing country artist Justin Wilson will be here.
Ooh.
And, oh no, I'm sorry, not Justin Wilson. That's the chef from Louisiana. Justin Moore.
Justin
Moore. Okay. Yeah.
My blooper. My bad.
I was like, wait a minute.
Right.
That's
yeah.
okay. You haven't
Justin
formally
Wilson.
announced it yet.
He'll be cooking stew this Thursday. Yeah. Right. So Justin Moore will be here November the 13th, and those tickets will go on sale next Friday at 10 a.m.
The Temptations and Ruben Studdard. Rich was talking about this show the other day.
Right.
I first saw the Temptations in the very theater where I graduated high school. It's one of the first concerts I ever went to when they were doing I Can't Get Next to You, Psychedelic Shack.
Yeah.
Not long after My Girl. It was one of the most amazing performances you could ever see. Not only the singing, that's a small venue with pretty good acoustics, but the stuff they did while they were singing. Incredibly well choreographed. I'm wondering if they still keep that as part of.
Yes. Yeah. We've had the Temptations several times over the years here at Impact. I think the last time we had them here, they were with the Four Tops, and it was a dual show. But I don't remember the name of the original member gentleman, but they do the spins and dances and all that stuff, and it's really good. It's just as good as it was, 50 years ago.
There's a new appreciation for Motown. Why did Motown have to die? Why are we not getting more music of that genre?
I don't know. I mean, I think personally as a musician, Motown, when disco came along, kind of wound it up. I mean, you had a good 15 years of those type of music. Music evolves and it changes, whether we like it or not. I think that was kind of the beginning of the end for that, and then it went to more R&B flavor, as the 80s rolled around. But
and Ruben Studdard, who was the
He won American Idol.
yes, he did.
he was either the first or second winner. I can't remember now.
I think the second.
And we had him last year for the breast cancer event that we had. Downtown at Impact, and so he's coming.
He's
back
an
again.
Alabama guy, isn't he?
Yeah. And so we're looking forward to that. So we got a bunch of great shows, and we've got Alan Sanders working on some shows that will coincide with these and fill gaps. And so we've got a lot more stuff that we're going to be announcing in the next few weeks that are going to be pretty cool. So
that door is always open for you, my friend, morning or afternoon. When you want to just drop by, let us know.
Anytime.
You're always welcome.
Just glad to be able to let your listeners know what we're trying to do down there, and hopefully they'll get down and come and enjoy a show with us.
There's some great options here. So by all means, and again, Ann Wilson, if you've never seen Hart or the Wilson sisters sing, it's an opportunity to do it at ticket prices that I think may be some of the most reasonable I've ever seen on any concert. And the Temptations, how can you not want to see them?
Absolutely.
With their history. Getting tickets, let's go do the drill on those.
Sure. Like I said earlier, you can get tickets for any of these shows at Ticketmaster.com. You can go to impactonline.org. You can call the box office at 334-481-5100, or you can come to the box office in person at the Impact Theater, which, don't tell anybody, but you save a little bit of money coming to the box office and getting your tickets. So
Do you get to actually have a physical pair of tickets?
Yes.
That's my favorite.
Right.
Don't bring the
love to
Black
have
Crows
the
here.
Souvenir.
Everybody can, but you can't have physical tickets.
I want some.
Okay, you can.
How can you resist that face?
Well, some people like to put them in a scrapbook,
I do.
Yeah, they do. Well, the thing is now with electronics, another cool thing that I wanted to mention too, while I'm thinking about it, is we're in the process of installing the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department is adding a hub station to the Renaissance Hotel at Impact.
That's
Awesome.
good.
So Sheriff
That's
Cunningham has authorized this, and so we will be having a sheriff's substation in the hotel.
That
right
is
outside.
excellent news.
Yeah, and they're also going to have bicycle details that are going to ride around the facility and everything. So,
Good.
there are some people here in town that have security concerns, and we, of all people, want to make sure that we can make that better. And I think we're going to make that better so that you can feel secure and come to a show and come downtown and have a great time and not worry about those kind of things.
Amazing how it's the sheriff that's solving that security concern for locals and not our mayor.
In the heart of the city.
Well, I will say this: I've known the sheriff for 25 or 30 years. He's a great man, really is. Good guy.
Deserves every accolade
Absolutely.
that he gets.
Absolutely.
You want to stick around or you have to run?
I can stick around for a few minutes.
All right, because it's time for traffic and we have 1819 News standing by. Oh, and tomorrow morning, now at 8 o'clock, we will have Senator Tommy Tuberville. So I'm going to do a post on Facebook so you can post some questions there that we might ask him through the course of that interview tomorrow morning. When you have a family law crisis, sometimes it's not you, sometimes it's somebody you know and love, but they need help. Direct them to people who have the experience, the legal wisdom, the heart, and can deploy the legal leadership necessary to navigate somebody through a very troubling, sometimes a paralyzing time in life, whether it's divorce, separation, somebody from the past coming back, looking to change an agreement, whatever the case. It can really not just ruin your day, but turn you inside out for a long period of time. There's no need to do that. Just turn it over. That's what you learn in life. Turn it over to people well equipped with the legal expertise and the heart and the legal leadership to navigate the troubled waters. That's Dana Delk and Jacqueline Tomlinson. Delk and Tomlinson, attorneys at law who handle divorce, past situations that may have gone amok. They can also help people trying to navigate adoption, blended families, issues like that. If you need a will done, they can handle that for you as well. All matters of family law on the table, available at their website, thealabamafamilylawyers.com, or reach out for a consultation or give this number to somebody you think might benefit from their expertise, 819-4810. That's 819-4810 in the 334. For Dana Delk and Jacqueline Tomlinson, attorneys at law.
Representation is made that the quality of legal services performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
All right, back to the traffic dungeon with Skipper, 1890 News. What's next?
Well, the accident on I-65 northbound is cleared. All lanes open there, but that's going to be a lot of traffic backed up headed into Montgomery all at once. On Taylor Road and East Chase Parkway, they're trying to clear that. They're about to get traffic back open there, but it is really busy everywhere there. And we have an accident now East Boulevard near Twain Curve. Traffic busy and building. Keep it here for updates. At McKenna Nissan, you can get up to $5,000 off a new Armada, up to $5,000 on a Nissan Frontier, and the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up with Jim Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Bath Innovations. Call Bath Innovations today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
1819 News.
The State Senate Pro Tem Garland Gudger is weighing in on the recent legal victory given to the state legislature for its drawing up of congressional districts back in 2023. The U.S. Supreme Court issued that ruling on Tuesday night, allowing for the state to proceed with a special primary election that would use the old map rather than the court-ordered map of 2024 that created 2 Democrat-held districts. Gudger says that this victory for state lawmakers and their work in crafting the congressional map cost Alabama taxpayers $8 million to defend in the ongoing legal battles brought about by Democrat plaintiffs. That legal battle also brought about a court-ordered map that cost $500,000 to be created by a special master in 2024. Gudger says that the state should try to claw back some of these legal expenses from those who launched the legal battle in the first place. Gudger maintains that the state lawmakers were fair in their creation of the congressional map, using factors to determine communities of interest, and those factors were not based solely on the race of the constituents. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Brian Dawson here, CEO of 1819 News. I'm also the host of 1819 News, the podcast, and we'd love for you to join us by listening to our weekly show on all the top podcast apps, both in audio and video format. At 1819 News, the podcast, we are in pursuit of a free and flourishing Alabama. Every week, we're having important conversations with guests from across this great state, all with the goal of equipping Alabamians to be in pursuit of a free and flourishing Alabama with us. New episodes are released weekly. I hope you'll join us.
The mayor of Hoover, Nick Durzies, is confirming that the River Chase Galleria is now up for sale for future redevelopment. The mall has been at that city for 40 years. The sale of that facility will include several stores, the walking space, and parking area. Stores that are not included in the sale are Macy's, JCPenney, and the former Sears store. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Bath Innovations of Alabama can replace your old bathtub with a low-step shower featuring built-in seating, secure grab bars, and slip-resistant flooring, often installed in as little as 1 day. Call Bath Innovations of Alabama today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
Hey, this is Ashley, owner of Pest Pro Services, and I want to help you take back your yard. We protect your outdoor space from mosquitoes, fleas, and ticks so you can enjoy being outside. We treat where mosquitoes live and breed with pro-level care, which means fewer bites, more time outside, and a backyard ready for fun. Give us a call at 265-9990 or visit us at ppsriverregion.com. That's 265-9990, and follow us on Facebook at Pest Pro Services. And remember, when you want to know, call a pro. Pest Pro.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration information and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
If you've ever wanted to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself, and didn't know where to start, Janney King Gulf Coast has already built a foundation for you. With guaranteed initial customers, hands-on training, and ongoing local support, you'll never feel like you're doing it alone, because you won't be. For over 35 years, we've helped people turn their dreams into real successful businesses. Take the next step. Discover a business built for you at JanneyKingCleans.com.
At Montgomery Men's Health, we saw a bunch of patients last month. Almost none came because of an ad. They came because something happened. A fight with a wife who finally said, "Get help." A breakup. A new relationship that made them aware of things they used to ignore. A photo a friend tagged them in. One guy said he just stared at himself in the mirror. And that was enough. If today's your day, call right now. 334-440-3663. I'm Dr. Smith, urologist and advisor to Montgomery Men's Health. Built on almost 15 years of treating men in Alabama, one patient at a time. Dedicated to ED, low T, and male performance. Here's what happens when you call. We book you this week. We'll get a lab in an hour. For ED, we walk you through your real options at the same visit. A plan before you leave. Don't let today turn into next year. Call now. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
I'm Stephanie Bryan, chairwoman of the Porch Creek Indians. Tourism and hospitality are more than industries to the Porch Creek Indians. Providing a warm welcome is part of our heritage. It's central to who we are. From Atmore to Aruba, we've created more than 20 unique travel and tourism destinations, providing unforgettable guest experiences and life-changing career opportunities for our tribe and our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. Learn more at porchcreekindians.org.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Ernest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Ernest, 334-279-7431. Ernest Financial, LLC.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We've got some really nice air in place, and tonight will be pleasantly cool for this time of the year with mostly clear skies, overnight low temperature in the upper 50s, not bad. Tomorrow is a great day with plenty of sunshine, high in the low to mid 80s, and low humidity on Thursday and Friday. Friday's high temperature will be in the middle 80s. A little warmer over the weekend, but not bad with a high in the upper 80s Saturday and Sunday. Maybe some spotty storms, perhaps, by Sunday afternoon. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
All the headlines the mainstream media won't touch. Your News Talk station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
A couple of years ago, we went to Hawaii, and I had to go get a bathing suit then, and it's just such a dread. And I went into a Dillard's, and they had these bathing suits with a sign hanging on them that said, "Lose 10 pounds in 10 minutes." It's called the Miracle Suit. You do lose 10 pounds in 10 minutes because you sweat yourself to death trying to get it on. Because there's a girdle in it. And the girdle's right through here. So you look real good through there. Because it squishes your fat out in every other direction. I bought it anyway, and my girlfriend, she wanted one too, so she took her 14-year-old girl with her to try on one, and the 14-year-old was in the dressing room trying to sack her mama up in that bathing suit. And they both broke out in the sweat over their lip. And then the 14-year-old said, "This is gross, Mom." She said, "Let's put it back and let's get out of here." And she said, "I can't, I've got to buy it, I've peed in it."
Leah Morgan
crazy.
will be in concert the weekend of July 24th, 25th, and 26th. And I'm going to do the Saturday afternoon show.
Right.
And that way, show's over, you can get you got some great dinner choices.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah.
Just a short walk away.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So maybe
including our own house restaurant. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. I have not done that since my daughter's last visit.
It's fabulous. Food's
Absolutely.
great.
Yes, it is. You know, just walk out the theater and walk straight to the restaurant.
Great idea.
I like this guy's planning skills here. I wonder, Sammy, if I could get your opinion on something, a bit of a controversy over a Black Crowes concert. I can't say I'm a fan. I, of course, know who they are, respect their success. They were performing here in the United States, and part of their set included somebody that looked like Uncle Sam. So the crowd started chanting USA, 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 and the band wanted nothing to do with this outburst of patriotism. This happened in Florida, actually.
Some of us have real faith. And for those of you booing us, some of us are not afraid. Most assuredly are not ignorant. So.
A lot of fans walked out.
Yeah, I heard about that story. I guess it was yesterday. Hey, you know, people, you know, we should all be free to say whatever we want to say.
Yeah.
But, you know, in my experience, and even in my situation, it's a death wish to pick sides, especially when you're famous and doing that sort of thing. Regardless of your feelings, you should, you know, I would recommend to him, if he was my friend, hey, bud, you might want to keep that under your hat.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody has their own thing, and, you know, but you won't meet a more patriotic guy than me. So that's all I can say on that.
In all the years I've known you and the times you've been on the show, have I ever mentioned that I used to work for a group called Styx? The band.
I don't think so.
They have a song on Grand Illusion called Sweet Madam Blue.
Ah, yeah, familiar.
Which is very patriotic. They do a very harmonious singing of America. I'd play it now, except it's 7 minutes long.
Right.
But I will
Probably
be playing
gets
it
flagged on YouTube anyway.
going into, well, yeah, there's that too. For the July
Can't you
weekend.
just hit the mute button halfway through?
You know, I mean, you could not share it on YouTube, of course, but do you know one of the days I wasn't here, YouTube got blocked because you played SNL.
Oh,
Me?
oh.
Yep.
Was it a clip or a video?
Had to be, I don't know. It doesn't matter if it's audio or video on YouTube. I know, because I wasn't here.
Because you weren't here.
I take the blame, because I would have been like, Gregory, no.
Shame on you.
All right, there's no need to pile on here.
Speaking of the reason she hasn't been here, can I say something about AMS Studios?
Of course.
I went to the new location Saturday, by the way, and it's fabulous.
Cool.
And so this woman's great. You guys need to go up there, and anything that she's got that you need it. You definitely need it. So
I've had multiple treatments there.
me too. And it's fabulous. So
Everybody I know
wanted
that's
to
been
say
at AMS loves it.
Yeah. Plus, she said I'd get a discount if I'd said something. No, I'm just kidding.
AMSStudioMedSpa.com, correct?
Yeah.
That's right.
Check it out. And you still do the gift certificates and stuff?
We do.
Oh, yeah.
So that's not only a great place for self-improvement, but to treat somebody to a real experience at AMS Studio. Usually when you're here, you'll drop a hint like we got something cooking, something we may be announcing soon. Can you leave us with a big tease?
Yeah. I'm trying to think ones I can get away with
I was going
telling.
to say, what are you contractually able to say?
Well, yeah.
Because there's some things that he knows about that he can't
Yeah, well,
talk about.
yeah, there's some shows. I mean, well, the other thing is, you know, Alan Sanders will skin me up. So,
Oh, yeah.
But we do have a few shows that are coming up, but I don't really have anything that I can leak yet.
Okay.
But you know, I'll come back in a couple weeks and hopefully by then. But there's going to be some really cool and a lot of variety of stuff coming up for the fall. And
I was just going to say, that's my favorite time at Impact. You guys always have several good Christmas options. Last year, it was a Christmas story.
Right.
That was fun.
We do have a lot of shows booked, but they're not on sale yet. So usually, you know, we run into conflict, just like we were going to announce a major concert yesterday morning, and it got canceled at the 10th hour, and we had to pull the plug on it, so we didn't advertise it.
Wow.
But, you know, the last thing we want to do is confuse people here in town. listeners, people coming to the theater and stuff, and get them all excited about something and then pull the rug out from under them. And it happens a lot. And so the best thing for us to do is keep it under our hat so we don't get everybody.
Did they ever figure out what why that concert was canceled at the
not at the moment, but the whole tour was pulled. So unfortunately,
it wasn't just us here.
It wasn't just
everybody.
Montgomery. No, and
might be a health issue or something.
right. And plus, a lot of these tours are very particular about how you advertise, what you'd say, a release date, and all this kind of stuff. Not quite sure why, but we have to live in that land and.
But we sure do appreciate you coming over to join us.
Man,
always a fun
anytime.
visit. Takes our mind off the news.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we all have a show or two or three that we can look forward to
Absolutely.
seeing later in the year. Sammy Smith from Impact, we sure do appreciate you, buddy. Take care.
Thanks, man.
All righty. At 4:55, a word for Clark's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. This is such untypical June weather to have it be pleasant. The humidity is low. Enjoy it while you got it, because you know that in a few days this is going to go away and we're going to be into the real June. Not hiding around the corner. You're going to be hit with blast furnace heat, high humidities, and it'll be very disappointing if you come home to your house just waiting for that wall of cool air to help you relax at the end of your workday, and it's not there. In fact, it could be hotter inside than outside your house. Who do you call? If you don't have an answer to that question, you can fill in that void with Clark's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing by getting yourself a membership for $180. You'll get 2 tune-ups in your home for that and have the benefit of their HVAC techs on call 24/7, 365 should something go wrong. They're the best in the business, and they also employ amazing and talented plumbers who can troubleshoot that. And there again, the benefit, a discount on parts and labor, and immediate availability no matter when the issue occurs. 7 days a week, 24/7, 365. You can also visit clarkcomfort.com, their Alabama certification number 09098. Checking in with Skipper, Wall Street Business, Salem News at the top.
Well, the accident on I-65 northbound is cleared. All lanes open there, but that's going to be a lot of traffic backed up headed into Montgomery all at once. On Taylor Road and East Chase Parkway, they're trying to clear that. They're about to get traffic back open there, but it is really busy everywhere there. And we have an accident now, East Boulevard near Twain Curve. Traffic busy and building. Keep it here for updates. At McKenna Nissan, you can get up to $5,000 off a new Armada, up to $5,000 on a Nissan Frontier, and the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up with the Jim Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm John Scott. Oil prices rose following the latest threats to the U.S.-Iran ceasefire, and U.S. stocks retreated from their records. The S&P 500 fell 0.7% from its all-time high and snapped a 9-day winning streak. The Dow dropped 1.2%, and the Nasdaq Composite sank 0.9%. Oil prices rose roughly 2% after both the U.S. and Iran said they launched retaliations for earlier attacks or attempted ones. Treasury yields also climbed in the bond market to further crank up the pressure on stocks. The smallest U.S. stocks fell to the sharpest losses. The Dow lost 620 points to close at 50,687. The Nasdaq fell 240 to 26,853. The S&P 500 was off 56 to 75.53. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm John Scott.
Congressman Barry Moore has always delivered for Alabama. As a member of the House Freedom Caucus, Barry Moore earned a score of 100 from Heritage Action for protecting our values. He's helped thousands of Alabama families, fought for our veterans as a veteran himself, and secured millions for infrastructure, first responders, and public safety. Barry Moore helped pass Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill, delivering tax cuts for hardworking Alabama families, and stood strong to secure our borders. Now, Barry is taking that fight to the United States Senate. Barry Moore will defend our freedoms, defend the Second Amendment, protect our children, stand up for parents, and keep boys out of girls' sports, while continuing to cut taxes and lower prices. Endorsed by President Trump, Barry Moore is a proven conservative Alabama can trust.
I'm Congressman Barry Moore. I've rolled up my sleeves in Congress, and I'll keep fighting for Alabama in the U.S. Senate. I'm Barry Moore, a conservative fighter, and I approve this message.
Approved and paid for by Barry Moore for U.S. Senate.
Trust is the number one reason why a patient chooses a healthcare provider. Adams Drugs has been your trusted healthcare provider since 1962 and has been voted the number one pharmacy in the River region for many years. We strive each and every day to provide you the level of healthcare you have come to expect from Adams Drugs. The employees at Adams Drugs take pride in developing relationships with their patients. From making sure your prescriptions are filled correctly, to getting to know you and your family's needs, and following up on any questions you may have, Adams Drugs employees deliver top-notch service. We ask you to visit us at any of our locations in Montgomery, Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, and Pine Level Marbury and give us a chance to earn your business. You can find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Before you commit to that plumbing repair or upgrade, get a second opinion from Headley Plumbing. Our estimate could save you thousands. We do it all: residential, commercial, and septic tank service, serving the entire river region. No membership, no contract, just fair, reliable service. Call Headley Plumbing at 285-3667 or visit headleyplumbing.com. In our business, a flush beats a full house.
Headley Metal Buildings has been your source for quality metal buildings in the River region since 2007. Carports up to 24 feet wide, RV covers, storage buildings, even a sturdy metal barn up to 54 feet wide. Your structure can be customized, installed on level ground, and comes with a 20-year warranty. Let Headley Metal Buildings help you find the perfect solution. Financing available. Call 285-3667 for details or find Headley Metal Buildings on Facebook.
Today is June 3rd. Leave the office early day. Alrighty, fellas, I'm out of here. Huh? I don't know. I just end the music or something. Who cares? I'm tail late.
Casting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. The Republican-led Senate is moving forward with legislation to fund immigration enforcement agencies after forcing the White House to drop its settlement fund for political allies and stripping a separate proposal for a White House security from the bill. The Senate voted 53 to 46 on Wednesday to begin debate on the roughly $70 billion bill to fund U.S. immigrations and customs enforcement and the Border Patrol. Kuwait says Iranian drones have heavily damaged a passenger terminal at its main airport, killing one person, wounding dozens, and briefly closing the airfield. The reported strike Wednesday is the latest in back-and-forth attacks by Iran and the U.S. that test a fragile ceasefire. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 620 points. More details at srnnews.com.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free, no-risk consultation. 800-292-7875. 800-292-7875. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. 800-292-7875.
Mr. Electric presents the most electrifying story of the day. For service, installation, and upfront pricing, call Mr. Electric at 245-1566. Here with today's high voltage news, it's Greg Budell.
And this high voltage news comes from one of our listeners, Kathy, who says, okay, I just got gas in my car from the Murphy Oil on Ann Street, for $3.45 a gallon.
Really?
So we're continuing to see prices drop. Hopefully they'll get some.
Yeah.
We've been saying this for a long time. Some resolution, get everything settled down over there.
Hey, that's good. That's better.
And that's in the city where the gas taxes are actually higher. Without that, it might have been under $3.40.
Yeah.
But it's going in the right direction. This is Clint Jr. at 5:05.
How you doing this afternoon?
You know.
We're hanging.
Yeah.
We're hanging.
Last week, a tow truck driver that works for Taylor Towing got hit in Hope Hall. Have you heard anything about that?
No.
Mm-mm.
I have not been able to find a story anywhere on it. Maurice Delbridge. His funeral is Saturday.
Oh.
And we've got about 30 tow trucks lined up to be in the procession.
How did that happen?
Yeah, was he outside of the truck?
I'm not sure. They said he was in the median and a semi hit the truck, and he did not die on scene. He went to the hospital and didn't make it.
Wow, I hate to hear that.
Yes, but people need to watch out for tow truckers. I drive a tow truck out here. It's dangerous.
Absolutely, it's dangerous, and we have a lot of people who think they have their own set of rules to the road, weaving in and out,
if there's
following
any-
too close.
If there's any other tow companies out there that want to be in the procession, we're meeting on Lower Wetumpka Road in Meat City at 1, and the funeral is at 2.
All right, we appreciate the heads up on that. Anybody else with information, feel free to call. Sorry to hear that, Clint Jr. Our condolences to the family. All right, I believe we have one of the Merry Band of Flouriers here on the phone, Steve from Georgia Floors Direct.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Yeah, you're going to have to settle for me today because Jeff's been talking with so many customers, he's lost his voice.
Well, he's trained you guys so well. I mean, why wouldn't we be happy with you checking in with us? You're welcome to do that.
Oh, that's right. We're just little minions anyway.
Now that we're into the summertime weather, what kind of flooring are people leaning towards? They looking for stuff that can take a lot of punishment, that type of carpeting, or what?
I'm glad you said that about the rain. It's been nonstop for days now, so we've been seeing a lot of people come in with water damage, and they're wanting to replace that with either their more hardwood or luxury vinyl plank or carpet or laminate, luxury vinyl tile, ceramic, porcelain tile, anything that you walk on, we can replace it with them. But the weather has really been taking a beating on people. So if you've had any of that, come and see us.
Nobody has more experience at helping people. We've had numerous, and you and I have been together for a long time, Georgia Floors Direct, and it's always something we make known to people who have had water get in the house, flooding issues and stuff, how quickly you're able to turn that around for folks because of your experience.
That's right. Once we get it dried out, you're going to want to get back in your home, and that's your home. That's the water's from the devil if it gets somewhere it's not supposed to be. So
yes.
We want to get you back made whole as quickly as possible. And that's just what's on the floor. We also offer blind shades and shutters and marble, granite, and quartz countertops as well. So
I was over there not long ago. Some of those finishes are amazing on the countertops, including the faux leather.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Amazing
that's
stuff.
That's our counter. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we just we're over here at 1965 Eastern Boulevard, directly across the bypass from Lowe's. We're here at from 9 to 6 Monday through Friday and 9 to 5 on Saturday. We're just waiting on you to get here.
Good deal.
We sure do appreciate it, Steve. Thank you so much, and say hi to the gang over there for me.
Absolutely. Thank you, gentlemen.
All righty. It is 5:09. Brant's going to join us in a few minutes.
Tired of spending your weekends fighting weeds, patchy grass, and a mower that never starts? Mosley Lawn Pros is the solution. They handle residential and commercial lawn maintenance, landscaping, cleanups, and property care so you don't have to. They show up on time, do the job right, and leave your lawn looking sharp every time. Stop stressing over your yard and start loving it. When it comes to your lawn, call the crew your neighbors and local businesses trust. One call, one crew, problem solved. Mosley Lawn Pros, built on hard work, driven by quality. Find them today on Facebook or Google.
E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, ride for free. E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, ride for free.
At eBike Oasis, we're more than just Montgomery's best electric bicycle store. eBike Oasis offers free 1-hour electric bicycle rentals and a full-service electric bike repair shop. Stop by eBike Oasis in Montgomery today for free rentals, repairs, and electric bicycle brands in town.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Alabama Wholesale Lumber. It's more than just great prices on lumber. From Trex decking to energy-efficient windows and Tamco shingles, Alabama Wholesale Lumber has it all.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We've got some really nice air in place, and tonight will be pleasantly cool for this time of the year with mostly clear skies, overnight low temperature in the upper 50s. Not bad. Tomorrow is a great day with plenty of sunshine, high in the low to mid 80s, and low humidity on Thursday and Friday. Friday's high temperature will be in the middle 80s. A little warmer over the weekend, but not bad with a high in the upper 80s Saturday and Sunday. Maybe some spotty storms, perhaps, by Sunday afternoon. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Big dreams for your home on a tight budget? AFE's $26.26 as you covered. Unlock your home's equity with just $26 in closing costs. No fees, no headaches. Visit your local ASE branch today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 420259.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
How about some more Leanne Morgan just ahead of Brant?
We get Montgomery talking 24 hours a day. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
I have gained weight. I'm over 40 and I'm feeling fat. And so I know that I eat emotionally. My little children get to squalling and whipping each other. And my husband says something hateful and I've eaten a hot dog before I've even known what I've done. And then I'm in a closet eating a sleeve of Weight Watchers snacks, and then because I have done Weight Watchers 9 times. Most of them lasted about a week because I don't know if y'all know about Weight Watchers, but they put a food value on things. So an apple's 1 point. You don't want an apple. You want a Snickers bar, but they're about 12 points. And you get about 22 points for the day. And you are so hungry that you could eat the wallpaper off the wall. And my sister always goes on it with me. And she would call me from Middle Tennessee and say, "It's noon and I've eaten all my points."
She's so good. That's all real life stuff too.
Yeah.
And the best comics that are just outstanding. She also has a clip here that I've never heard. And this is on gaining weight during the pandemic. Clearly, a lot of her humor is in and around weight loss, weight gain, diets, and so
Well, the pandemic did do a number on me. You know, I really thought I could cope in a crisis effectively, and I don't think I can. I had big ideas about hiking and jogging and doing, and I didn't. All right, do y'all remember when it first happened and they said, "Give us 2 weeks"? I went, "Ooh, I'll make a chicken pot pie." I made a chicken pot pie, and then that darn thing dragged on, and I made more chicken pot pie, and then I mixed alcohol with it. And then I got on a big Jell-O kick. We make Jell-O salads for everything. We love it for a church supper, to give to somebody when they're sick. We love it to give to somebody when they're breastfeeding, because it's refreshing. But I did not know how much sugar was in that Jell-O when I was sitting there eating it. I sat there and ate all that with my little mama, and then all of a sudden my stomach was laying on my legs.
She's so good. And you know what? She is so good with self-deprecating humor.
Yeah.
She throws her ego out of the way, and if a line like that is not going to make her look hot and glamorous, she doesn't care. And that's why she's so beloved, because she just tells it like we all have those kinds of moments.
But it's all humor about stuff that is relatable. I mean, we all have struggles with our weight, you know? We all have to deal with stuff like that.
Oh.
And I think that's part of her charm, is that she's just saying, look, I'm just like you.
Yep.
I've got the same problems. I've got the same things I'm having to deal with. And we laugh at her, but we're laughing at ourselves at the same time.
As we are awaiting a call from Brett McDonald.
Yep.
This very disturbing story. Nearly a dozen New World screwworm fly cases. Screwworm flies.
What?
Reported over the weekend in Mexico, including one in a goat-like animal just 25 miles from the Texas border. This is a flesh-eating beast.
What?
Yeah. CDC warns that the screwworm maggot, those infestations, I think I just invented a new word, can cause painful and foul-smelling wounds and potentially lead to death if not treated early. Not that many years ago, it was the murder hornet. Remember, not long after the pandemic, there was always something that we had to get the bread and milk, stock up, and hide in our houses. We'll let you know. We'll be following the screwworm story as closely as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Is this Mr. McDonald?
This is Mr. McDonald.
Mr. Right on the money. Grant from Invest Advisors, good afternoon to you, sir.
Greg, hey, buddy. How's it going, my man?
I think pretty good. I mean, the market didn't have the best day.
Yeah.
And about that, was it the ADP jobs number that came out this morning? I was curious to get your take on that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. I think we have to start the conversation. Obviously, if you've been paying attention to the news, you've seen this conflict with Iran kind of heated up overnight. Lots of rockets and missiles going back and forth, both sides claiming defensive posture, if you will. I think what we're seeing, though, Greg, is, you start to add all this up. You remember a month ago we were talking about how were these negotiations going, and we talked about the idea that there are two different sorts of factions within the country that we're having to negotiate with. One was the IRGC, the other one was the president of the country. That president has resigned and has pretty much admitted he has no control. So now we're dealing with the military, and I would even suggest that the military itself is somewhat fractured. And so what we're witnessing, I think, is the very slow disintegration of command and control and sort of that executive hierarchical structure within Iran because of all this pressure that we have applied to them. I mean, you look at the rampant inflation, the value of their currency has just collapsed. Their ability to pay the military is really, it's pretty much gone. So everything is very much in shambles. And maybe we're getting towards the end of total collapse within the country. But it certainly bears watching. But I just don't think we're on the verge of sort of, quote, a deal. I don't know how this gets resolved other than to say we're moving closer and closer to what I would say is chaos, within that country. The question becomes, what leadership really does emerge out of this, and can we negotiate with them? And is it going to require even more U.S. involvement, both politically and militarily, on the ground, which I think could potentially happen? And I will tell you, that's a segue into the action in the oil markets that we saw today, where oil prices were up. That led to a rise in U.S. Treasury bond yields, and then to the original question you asked, which is the ADP jobs report this morning. That is, again, ADP is not a government entity. It's a private company, and they release private sector payroll numbers that they have internally. And those numbers were super strong, very strong. So on the one hand, you could say, wow, well, that's great. We're potentially seeing the U.S. economy begin to accelerate. You combine that, Greg, with the JOLTS numbers that we had yesterday, which showed a massive increase in job openings in the professional services sector, which was really eye-opening. And you start to say, well, yes, it's good. We're really heating up economically, but what does that mean with respect to inflation and prices, particularly if this situation in Iran's just not getting any better and oil prices are up? So the bottom line to this whole discussion as it relates to today's action in the market, you've heard me say it a million times. It's Treasury bond yields. They spiked today, and that resulted in the downward sort of action that we saw in the stock market. And I would just, to wrap that up, I would say and reiterate, Treasury bond yields that is what drives markets. It's not the other way around. And so there you go. That's what we saw happen today. Now, I would say in tomorrow's trading action, I suspect it's going to be somewhat subdued, only from the standpoint of professional money managers beginning to hedge around potentially a much hotter jobs report on Friday morning. Certainly, Iran is going to play into the action tomorrow. But if you look at polymarket odds, if you look at the futures markets as it relates to monetary policy, there's right now the market is saying that we're probably looking at a rate hike of 0.25 point at least between now and the end of the year, and it could be more. So this whole idea of rate cuts is pretty much off the table. Certainly in an inflationary environment like we're seeing right now.
Well, this is why we have you on every day to keep us up with this very fluid situation with Iran. And on the other hand, it is nice to see some good news. I've been trying to share with the morning audience some of the positive economic stuff and growth that's been going on in spite of the Iranian thing. And if we could just get that situation wrapped up or into some kind of a settlement, things could really take off and grow. It'd be wonderful to see. We had somebody tell us this afternoon they bought gas here in town on Ann Street at the Murphy station for $3.41 a gallon. That's better than what we've seen.
Yeah, not bad.
So,
hey, Brant, I want to ask you a question. I heard from a reliable source that today is your birthday. Is that true?
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Today is my birthday. 59 years around the sun, and it's been a great day. I appreciate you mentioning
good. Well, here's our gift.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Brant, it's been a pleasure to know you for so many years in your tours around the sun, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate it.
You're not only great at what you do, but you're a great human being.
Oh, come on now.
Oh, by the way, one of our listeners wants to know, are you watching Auburn Golf? They're playing UCLA on the Golf Channel.
No, I wished I was. Just been super, super busy today. I obviously with all the news flow. I usually will catch up on that later in the evening and just sort of see how it went. And then also we have these super regional baseball tournaments with Troy, Alabama, and Auburn all hosting this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited about that. I mean, that's very rare. And obviously kudos to Troy, man. My gosh, that's never happened for them. So that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So we'll be up to our eyeballs in baseball in addition to golf.
Well, we certainly appreciate you joining us this afternoon, and we will talk to you again tomorrow afternoon. Any breaking news, big in the morning, we're always here for you, my friend. We got Tommy Tuberville coming on tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Anything that you would like me to ask him?
Oh, wow. You're catching me cold. Not off the top of my head. Let me think it through, and I'll let
you can text me later.
That sounds good. That sounds great.
But
all right, well, y'all have a great evening.
You too, Brad.
We'll chat tomorrow. All right, buddy. Yep.
I would love to steal a question from him and make myself sound very intelligent.
The opinions voiced in this material are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. All performance referenced is historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions expressed in this material do not necessarily reflect the views of LPL Financial. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice is offered through Invista Advisors, registered investment advisor and separate entity from LPL Financial.
All the Leanne Morgan cuts that we played this afternoon remind me of The Things Southern Women Say, which I know is one of your personal favorites. So I'm going to paste one of those in here, and that's coming up.
That sounds great.
With that? Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, we got Blue Water News with Sky ahead as well at 5:25. But first stop is the traffic dungeon and our buddy Skipper. What's going on?
We have a couple of minor accidents. Forest Avenue at Park Place and on East Boulevard at Twain Curve. Please watch out in both those locations. Also, I-85 northbound just before Shorter. If you're out that way, got a car fire. Please watch out for emergency vehicles. They're very busy everywhere right now. We will keep you updated. At McKinnon Toyota, you can get a new Toyota 4Runner and finance it as low as 2.9% at the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it is worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. The United States Supreme Court has ruled Alabama can use its legislative-approved map for the upcoming elections. The justices granted the state's emergency appeal Tuesday night to use a map adopted 3 years ago. Attorney General Steve Marshall successfully argued Alabama should be allowed to hold elections using a map drawn by lawmakers, not judges. Montgomery police have released the name of a woman killed in a two-vehicle crash early Saturday morning. The accident happened around 1 a.m. near the intersection of Carmichael Road and Eastern Boulevard, where 35-year-old Alphonta Henderson died in the crash. The cause of the accident remains under investigation. 3 of the 8 college baseball super regionals will be played in the state of Alabama. Auburn, Troy, and Tuscaloosa, Alabama will each be hosting a super regional series this weekend. Each best-of-3 game series winner will advance to the Men's College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Hardwood, tile, carpet, flooring tools, and installation supplies. Find it all at Budget Floors and More in Montgomery. Big selection, contractor pricing, and personal service you won't find at the big boxes. Across from Publix in Del Reyta and online at budgetfloorsmgm.com.
And this is a painting of my grandfather, the only one he ever had made.
Sometime, take a close look around your house.
This sewing machine was my Aunt Mary's.
If you have possessions that are irreplaceable, consider this. Each year, over 65,000 American homes suffer a fire due to an electrical problem. Are our possessions safe? To know for sure, call Crosby Electric, your exclusive provider of CurrentSafe, the world's foremost home diagnostic system. Using high-tech equipment, Crosby Electric will check your hidden wiring, panel box, light switches, and electrical outlets to pinpoint potential problems and make sure your things are safe.
Oh, my daughter's second-grade art project. I'd die if something happened to this.
Some things can't be replaced by insurance. Don't wait another day. Call 272-2085 for an in-home no-obligation assessment or visit crosbyelectric.com. Don't just think it's safe. Know it's safe.
Now you'll be safe with CurrentSafe.
We get this question all the time.
Do you handle that?
Buying or selling a home?
Yes.
Commercial?
Yes.
Land or investments?
Absolutely. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. One team.
Every real estate move. 334-322-0662.
If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Hey, y'all. Do y'all do acrylics? Can y'all monogram these? Hey, how's your mama now? My mama is driving me crazy. My daddy's gonna kill me. My daddy's gonna kill you. Some fool stole my buggy at the Piggly Wiggly. Darn. Damn. Darn. Damn. I love Clemson. Go Clemson! I hate Clemson. They got propane on sale up at Walmart. How can I be out of hairspray? Is my hair too big? My hair won't do nothing. This cellulite cream ain't worth a crap. Darn, my tanning bed's broke. I'm fixing to go swimming. I'm fixing to fry up some okra. I'm fixing to beat your ass. Are you ready for Christmas? Are you ready for Christmas? Are you ready for Christmas? Jesus drank wine. I go to First Baptist. I go to First Methodist. I go to First Presbyterian. Let me tell you something. When I was a cheerleader, when I was a debutante, when I was Rush Chairman of Chi Omega. I'll have a Jack and Coke, please. I'll have a Jack and Ginger, please. I brought White Zinfandel. Bet I can funnel a beer faster than you. Oh my God, I know her. We used to do pageants together. Can you believe that fat was our homecoming queen? He's dumb as dirt, bless his heart. She ain't got a pot in. Bless her heart. We had to put Meemaw in a nursing home. Bless her heart. She found out her husband. Bless her heart. She didn't use Duke's mayonnaise. Next week, I'm going on a diet. I ain't Japanese. I'm using a fork. Darn! I don't have enough casserole dishes. You need me to make a cheese ball? More taters? Ugh, I'm full as a tick. I want to do the entire room in Laura Ashley. I need to order 12 bridesmaids dresses, please. Does this pistol come in pink? You couldn't pay me to live in New York. Oprah's new network sucks. Is this tacky? Ever thought about selling Mary Kay? You ever thought about selling Tupperware? You ever thought about selling Amway? We gotta go to the hospital. Your daddy's done fell out of the deer stand again. Blake Shelton's cute as a button. You better come give me some sugar. Honey, darling, sweetie, sugar, sweetie pie. Sweetheart. You don't need another boat. He's a goober. I hope you got good insurance. Do what? Can you believe that didn't write a thank you note?
Can't help but hear a little Leanne Morgan.
Yeah.
And it doesn't fill out the deer stand again. Yep, like that happens on a regular basis here.
What's the again part that gets me? It's like, it's not just he fell out. It's like,
Yeah.
here we go again. He did it yet again. So, but yeah, it's that accent. It's that sort of Tennessee twangy thing. And really, it's funny. She's been doing stand-up for years, for decades. And it's just the last few years, she's really become a huge phenomenon.
I think that's for a lot of reasons. One is people are looking for relatable, family-friendly comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, there are too many comics who can't tell a joke or tell a funny story without dropping, 15 F-bombs along the way.
Yep.
In many, I'm not saying that shouldn't happen, but it's not, I think the really intelligent, the best of the comics like Seinfeld and others, they don't need to do that. They don't need to go there.
Well, they deal with stuff that's relatable, stuff that people are having to deal with in everyday life. So that's cool. That's cool.
NBC sent one of their hacks out to the Spencer Pratt rally last night to do her job of trying to make it look less successful than it actually was.
And how'd that turn out?
Well, from the headline, the NBC reporter quickly pulled the mic when his supporters started talking about the poop in the street. Let's give this a listen. There could be some drama here.
I have, and as I've returned, it's a much more lively vibe and in very LA fashion. There's now a chopper flying overhead. He's having his party at a Mexican restaurant that he has loved for years. And there's some Spencer Pratt supporters here who seem in a very good mood. You guys
Instagram picture, welcome.
You guys have probably seen the latest batch of polling that just came out. Shows him doing pretty well in second place, just 10 points behind Karen Bass. How are you feeling about that? Do you feel really confident that he's going to make it to the runoff?
Definitely, he's going to make it to the runoff. There's a lot of people who already voted for him. Their votes haven't been counted yet. They voted day of the election, old school style. So I think his numbers are going to get better.
What is it about Spencer Pratt that you just it's resonating with you?
Because he's speaking out against communism and socialism, and it is a real big problem in our cities, especially in LA where it's turned to crap. It's not an accident. They're doing it by design. Karen Bass wants to destroy our city, and it's nice to see someone like Spencer Pratt.
I can simplify it because those buzzwords are like they melt the brains of like left, leaning people. So let's just say it this way: he doesn't want a human feces to be a part of your life.
Yeah.
He doesn't want homeless children outside.
Totally. Thank you.
Outside.
Look at she's. I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah.
But she knows damn well that's a big reason why people are voting for him.
Absolutely.
What kind of a moron wants to live in a city where people are allowed to crap in the streets?
Well, and Karen Bass's answer to all this seems to be, well, just reelect me and I'll get it done.
I'll get around to it, yeah.
It's like, well, you haven't done anything so far in your term. In fact, you let half your city burn to the ground.
Yeah. Firefighters trying to fight the fires go to the hydrant. There's no water.
Yeah.
And Governor Douchebag is part of that problem, too. And did they clear the underbrush that becomes the kindling for these massive fires? No,
they did not.
Didn't have time for that.
That's one of the reasons why insurance companies have been pulling out, because they're like, y'all aren't doing what it takes to make sure your house doesn't catch on fire. And so we're not going to insure you.
Yeah, see, the insurance companies are not obligated to insure homes run by stupid communities.
No.
With bad leadership. They're just not. They won't stay in business very long if that's the case.
They will not.
Well, that's insurance. I'll bet you $1 a day to the day you die that you don't die.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's how they stay ahead. Let's see, what else do we have here in the crap pile, as Pamela likes to call it? It was so good to have her back today, and she'll be back with us on Tuesday.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
Over 1,000 Marilyn Monroe impersonators in Palm Springs, setting a new world record.
Why did they all assemble in Palm Springs? Was there some sort of convention or?
Oh, it was an LGBTQ.
So some of those Marilyn Monroe impersonators might not have been.
They might have had a penis.
Female gender, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Rob Schneider does a really great skit on the whole Pride Month thing.
Yeah.
Says, you die for your country and you get a day. You get Memorial Day. You're the president of the United States and
you get a day.
You get a day. Yeah. But I can't tell you the punchline, but it is rather blue. You do that and you get a whole month.
Yeah.
What kind of message is that? See, did we do the story about the man dancing in the road with a rare turtle?
We talked about it yesterday. Oh, there's a phone call.
Let's be risky and grab it on the fly. Good afternoon. Who's this? Man dancing in the road. Dancing in the road. What?
We must have scared him off. I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday, and my big concern was, did he have clothes on while he was dancing with the turtle?
This one did, even though it was in Florida. That's one thing I'll say about Floridians. You'll be going down, they built in what were previously wetlands. So there's still a lot of indigenous creatures around from those areas. One thing Florida drivers will do, if they see a turtle in the street, they will come to a grinding halt until that turtle makes it to the other side and usually jump out of the car and make sure it gets over the curb.
Okay, can I put you on hold?
So that's one positive thing I could say about Florida drivers. Not a whole lot beyond that.
Troy Carrico.
Good afternoon.
Good. How you doing, Greg?
I'm good. How are you?
Jericho.
What's happening?
I wanted to just say how wonderful it was to see Pamela DeBuke in the studio today.
Oh, yeah.
It was wonderful to see her bright, shining face with your show. Love her so much. She's a veteran like me, and she's a great American. It was good to see her in the studio today.
She is all of that and even more.
Yeah.
And I got to be telling you, I'm a bit of a selfish guy. I have missed her terribly because we were really on a roll, and then all these calamities came up, and there's only so many hours in the day, and when you're raising a family and running a business and all that.
And somehow she's managed to juggle it all with grace and and poised.
She really does. She really does, and she's very loyal to She's very loyal to you, and you've outkicked your coverage on that one. That's all I'm going to say.
I am not disagreeing with you, my friend. Not at all.
All right, fellas. I just wanted to tell you it warmed me when I saw her. I get that energy. It's infectious. So good stuff.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the call. Excellent. I love that. I mean, look, before I got to the radio station, and, I'm such a disciplined creature of habit that I made sure I had time to stop at the rip-off convenience store on the way here, get a bag of ice, and throw it over the Diet Cokes and the things I know she likes. Because I wanted her to be...
Well, and she appreciated that. She really did.
Yeah.
She lit up when you said, "You got Diet Coke?" Yeah, she was excited.
Here's Has Been.
Greg.
Yes.
For the first time in 7 years, I'm starting to feel just a faint hint of hope that the house of cards known by the Reed House is starting to crumble. There's got to be one card's going to fall and the whole crap's going to come down soon.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that hasn't become mainstream, but it's well known and much discussed throughout the area, and I'm waiting too, like you. When does the shoe drop?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe it's going to happen, and if nothing else, accountability needs to return to this city.
Absolutely does. You're not kidding.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
And when it does, and we get our act together, because so many people say the same thing. I love Montgomery. It's a great place to live. Look, I was here a very short period of time and received multiple offers to take jobs back in South Florida.
Yeah.
But the connection with the people here, that's the first thing you make. And I said, you know what? This is a manageably sized town. I'm a guy in recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I don't need that chaos. My daughter's in college, so I can make this move. It's close enough where I can still see her, and I didn't miss a single important event in her life.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good people here in this area.
Very much so.
A lot of good people.
Very much so. So it'd be nice to see, and it's not like we're demanding. We want adequate, we want to feel safe. What's wrong with that? We'd like to see some of these old, beautiful areas that have become run down or abandoned, somebody with the brains to come in and rejuvenate that and reinvent the inner city areas, because there's so much potential there, and have something for tourists to see other than our hateful history.
Yeah.
Anyway, whether you're looking for a better home here in Montgomery, and boy, there are some nice ones, and on the market too. Drove past one in Cloverdale the other day that looked really intriguing.
Oh, okay.
But throughout the city, there's some wonderful neighborhoods filled with good people. If you are contemplating the purchase of a home, often it's a process, and it really should be. You should be able to ask questions, get information you need, make an intelligent decision. So that's why I suggest, well before you're ready to find a mortgage, talk to the team at Alabama Home Mortgage and let them help you through that process. Answer the questions ahead of time. Advise you. With all the people that they have put into homes, they have run into just about every scenario out there. You're going to get the best possible advice. And what I like about them the most is what's in their heart. Madeline and Kim, these are people with tremendous experience and skill. So whether your mortgage is a 3 or 6 month process from your first phone call to 567-4223, or you need to move and you need a mortgage, they can handle that too.
Yeah.
Whatever the need, whatever the situation demands. Even with the VA system, we hear all kinds of stories about the healthcare aspect of it, but the mortgage system is excellent. No down payment purchases, 100% cash out refis, or you may be looking for money in your own home. Whatever the reason, reach out at 567-4223, 567-4223 to Alabama Home Mortgage, an equal housing lender, NMLS number 158. Want to make sure I get this right. 6368. I did it. Okay. 1819 News follows Trev at 544.
Well, really busy all over the area. Most of our earlier accidents have cleared. If you're out of Montgomery northbound on I-85, Around Shorter, we had a car fire earlier. Might want to watch out for that. Been very busy day all over the area. A lot of cars on the road right now. We will keep you updated. At McKenna Nissan, you can get up to $5,000 off on a new Armada, up to $5,000 on a Nissan Frontier. At the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
1819 News.
The State Senate Pro Tem Garland Gudger is weighing in on the recent legal victory given to the state legislature for its drawing up of congressional districts back in 2023. The U.S. Supreme Court issued that ruling on Tuesday night, allowing for the state to proceed with a special primary election that would use the old map rather than the court-ordered map of 2024 that created 2 Democrat-held districts. Gudger says that this victory for state lawmakers and their work in crafting the congressional map cost Alabama taxpayers $8 million to defend in the ongoing legal battles brought about by Democrat plaintiffs. That legal battle also brought about a court-ordered map that cost $500,000 to be created by a special master in 2024. Gudger says that the state should try to claw back some of these legal expenses from those who launched the legal battle in the first place. Gudger maintains that the state lawmakers were fair in their creation of the congressional map, using factors to determine communities of interest, and those factors were not based solely on the race of the constituents. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Brian Dawson here, CEO of 1819 News. I'm also the host of 1819 News, the podcast, and we'd love for you to join us by listening to our weekly show on all the top podcast apps, both in audio and video format. At 1819 News, the podcast, we are in pursuit of a free and flourishing Alabama. Every week, we're having important conversations with guests from across this great state, all with the goal of equipping Alabamians to be in pursuit of a free and flourishing Alabama with us. New episodes are released weekly. I hope you'll join us.
The mayor of Hoover, Nick Derzies, is confirming that the River Chase Galleria is now up for sale for future redevelopment. The mall has been at that city for 40 years. The sale of that facility will include several stores, the walking space, and parking area. Stores that are not included in the sale are Macy's, JCPenney, and the former Sears store. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
2026 marks 60 years that hope has had a home in Alabama. At the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, children who've lost everything through no fault of their own have found something priceless. A safe place to live, a loving Christian family, and the chance to simply be kids again. Here, boys and girls grow up surrounded by care, guidance, and faith, learning right from wrong, learning responsibility, learning they are valued and that their lives have purpose. As the Alabama sheriffs have believed for 6 decades, it's easier to build boys and girls than to repair men and women. These former ranchers are now teachers, parents, business owners, and leaders, living proof that love, structure, and faith can change a life forever. As the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches celebrate 60 years of serving Alabama's children, you can help ensure the next child has the same chance. Learn how you can make a difference at alabamasheriffsyouthranches.org. 60 years of building lives, and we're just getting started.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
Pizza Perfect's amazing buffet just got more amazing. To help our customers during these tough economic times, in June, Pizza Perfect has reduced the price of our buffet to just $10. That's pizza, as well as spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink, everything, only $10. Pizza Perfect Buffet. Available Monday through Saturday for lunch and for dinner Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Pick up or delivery. Also in June, get $5 off any large pizza at Pizza Perfect in Eastbrook, where the buffet is only $10 all month long.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
At Montgomery Men's Health, we saw a bunch of patients last month. Almost none came because of an ad. They came because something happened. A fight with a wife who finally said, "Get help." A breakup. A new relationship that made them aware of things they used to ignore. A photo a friend tagged them in. One guy said he just stared at himself in the mirror. And that was enough. If today's your day, call right now. 334-440-3663. I'm Dr. Smith, urologist and advisor to Montgomery Men's Health. Built on almost 15 years of treating men in Alabama, one patient at a time. Dedicated to ED, low T, and male performance. Here's what happens when you call. We book you this week. We'll get a lab in an hour. For ED, we walk you through your real options at the same visit. A plan before you leave. Don't let today turn into next year. Call now. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you get a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
It's Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We've got some really nice air in place, and tonight will be pleasantly cool for this time of the year with mostly clear skies, overnight low temperature in the upper 50s, not bad. Tomorrow is a great day with plenty of sunshine, high in the low to mid 80s, and low humidity on Thursday and Friday. Friday's high temperature will be in the middle 80s. A little warmer over the weekend, but not bad with a high in the upper 80s Saturday and Sunday. Maybe some spotty storms, perhaps, by Sunday afternoon. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
When the heat hits to the river region, don't wait. If your AC quits, Hands Heating and Air offers same-day service, or your diagnostic charge is free with their Comfort a Day or You Don't Pay guarantee, plus 24/7 service with no overtime charges.
News and talk without the static. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
This is not headline news. Listerine mouthwash will now include intensities. The intensities will range from mild to I can't feel my tongue. Marriage decreases your risk of dying from cancer, although for some, you may feel dead inside. A fish species has been discovered that has lived and thrived for 100,000 years without males. The study also found the schools of fish have excellent softball teams. And Clint Eastwood is officially retired. He was recently overheard telling his caregiver, "Go ahead, make my broth." This is not headline news.
As we wrap up this happy hour, they're always trying to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
And today a story comes out, 10 summer picnic foods that are growing and declining in popularity.
Picnic food.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
picnic, I'm assuming blanket on the ground.
Yeah.
Maybe a grill, maybe a picnic basket,
Yeah.
whatever. But here's what's growing in popularity.
Okay.
Olives.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, olives just don't make me think picnic.
Yeah.
Flatbreads, bread sticks.
Okay.
I used to work for them, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that.
In fact, if David Gates had gotten his act together, he could have merged with sticks, and they could have been breadsticks.
Breadsticks, yeah. They make a killing.
I get paid to make these crap jokes, and rather handsomely too.
Climbing the top 40.
Hummus.
Oh, say, you lost me there.
Chorizo.
What?
Halloumi, a Mediterranean cheese that can be grilled. Swell. Salami.
Okay.
Prosciutto. Spanish tortilla and focaccia, which I like. I like all of it,
Yeah.
most of that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not picnic food.
So what's the what?
Here's the ones that are
don't make the
declining.
list? Yeah.
Spam. I'm sorry, I've never had spam on a picnic.
Spam. Now spam is good if you slice it up and then like fry it up in a skillet.
You got to blacken it.
Yeah.
Cook it in an iron
Yeah.
skillet.
But eating it, what they eat it out of the can on a picnic? What? That's yeah.
What do you do with all the spam juice?
I don't know.
That afterbirth that covers the spam
that
glob.
gelatinous stuff. Yeah.
Cocktail sausages.
They're not beanie weenies, but they're
Corned beef. I love corned beef. It's not really a picnic unless you're making sandwiches. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Sandwich spread. I'm assuming they're talking about the stuff that Oscar Mayer used to make. I haven't seen it in the store in ages.
Yeah. Like deviled ham.
Every
and
once in a
stuff
while,
that.
like once a year, I'll get a craving for that because
Yeah.
we ate a lot of it as kids.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because it was the boomer mom go-to fast food.
Wait, yeah. Here.
Sliced white bread. Oh my goodness.
The horror.
Cheap potato chips.
Cheap potato. Okay. How do you tell the difference between the cheap ones and the expensive ones? I mean, I've tried both kinds at the same time, and there's no difference.
Also on the downslide, cheese and chutney. Oh my.
Chutney. Yeah.
Cheddar cheese slices. What do you put on a cheeseburger? Mayonnaise. Not in the South. I don't care what this survey
They put mayonnaise
says.
on everything. They put mayonnaise on Cheerios.
And potato salad. By the way, my new favorite potato salad is Reese's. You can get it at Food Outlet.
Yeah.
They got a regular version. They got one with mustard. It's good
Now,
stuff.
there could be like a health reason for the whole potato salad thing, because supposedly you're not supposed to leave it out for a certain period of time, and it starts getting bugs and stuff.
You know what?
Germs.
Real men don't worry about expiration dates and how long has it been in the sun.
Now, sauerkraut, it doesn't go bad because
No.
it's already bad.
But how are you going to do a Reuben without it, man?
I know.
It's literally impossible.
But anyway,
We are going to, I'm going to do this now so I don't forget and come in tomorrow and find out that we were broadcasting the studio for
forever.
15 hours
Yeah.
on YouTube.
There we go. I forgot to pull us up. So,
Nobody missed anything.
Yep. Hello.
How do I
Goodbye.
get this mouse to the corner here? Okay, there's that and screen.